90 players doing battle.
Team Reddit versus Team Forums.
Two major parts of the Clash of Clans community.
Facing off for the third time.
And the final 2 hours are about to begin.
Let's do this.
It's epic.
Incredible.
It's out of this world.
Forums versus Reddit, rematch.
Welcome to Turku, Finland. I am Galadon.
And I'm Klaus.
And we are about to bring you the final 2 hours of the Reddit versus Forums clan war.
We've got 90 players who's been battling it out for the past 22 hours, and it all comes down to this.
That's right, we've got a live studio audience.
There you go. Yeah.
And 5 members from each clan here with us to do live battles that should determine the outcome of this war. But first, let's get to know Team Reddit a little bit better.
Team Reddit is ready for a rematch. They've brought renewed enthusiasm, improved strategies, and all new base designs. Back with new players, they're ready to turn the tables on their opponents.
My name is Spencer. My home clan is Flaming Moes. I'm a Town Hall 10, and I'm on Team Reddit. The story behind my game name is that I was on voice chat a long time ago with some friends, and they asked me my real name, and they misheard me, and they thought I said Spencer, and then it just stuck.
My in-game name is Mafia Elite. I am a completely maxed Tunnel 10, and my home clan is Valor Morgulus. I am on the flex team, so I either do 10v11 cleanup, I will start on the 10v10 plans, or I will dip any uncleared Tunnel 9s.
I'm Zombie Hunter, I'm a Town Hall 9, and I'm leader of Reddit Frostbite. If we're not having fun, we're not playing this game right. My favorite attack strategy is Goblin Knife. I've been doing that for a few months straight, grinding heroes, and I'm really looking forward to doing some more advanced attacks and more against the Forums. I think the biggest strength of Reddit is how well connected everyone is through the different chats, and then how well everyone seems to be getting along together and following war orders and doing certain attacks and doing what's needed to win.
My name's Rod Mexico. I'm a Town Hall 11, and I'm the leader of Reddit Vortex. I joined Reddit probably about 6 years ago. When I downloaded the game Clash of Clans, that was the first place I turned to for information. My role in wars is I'm usually a late attacker. I either have to dip down for a Town Hall 10 attack or go for 3 stars on a Town Hall 11.
I am a Town Hall 11 from Reddit Zulu, a member of the Reddit clan system, and my in-game name is Egg Geek. I really wasn't a part of Reddit for a very long time, but then with things I started to do with my clan, I had to become more involved in it. And now I'm a moderator on our Clash of Clans, and I'm there all the time. In wars, I like to say I'm a professional cat herder. I'm usually the one who tells people where to go, where to be, when to be there, and yells at them when they're not. Reddit doesn't get mad. We get revenge.
Team Reddit, passionate, focused, and prepared.
All right, so there you go, an excited studio audience, excited people at home to see this clan war. And we saw Team Reddit, but we are going to take a closer look and get a chance to know each of the individual players that are here with us today, starting on the end with none other than the legendary Spencer. So Spencer, rumors are that you already know what's going to happen today.
Yeah, the Reddit team's going to win.
All right, there you go. All right, well, maybe we'll play the rest anyway, but appreciate that. And hey, I also heard, Spencer, you had some fans at home you wanted to say hi to?
Yeah, I wanted to say hi to my friends and family that are watching at home.
Fantastic. All right, welcome, Spencer, and good luck. Next to Spencer, we've got none other than Mafia Elite. All right, welcome, Mafia. And you're one of the younger classers here. I hear you're on a cycling scholarship in college right now?
Yes, I am. I get to cycle collegiately and work to my major in biology.
Fantastic. So, man of many talents. And are we going to see you on the Tour de France someday?
Well, I have aspirations of making it professionally. It takes a bit more to get to that stage. So,
well, there
a lot of hard work and dedication.
For sure, and that's probably what got you here today as well. All right, so welcome, Mafia. Next to Mafia Elite, we have Zombie Hunter. So Zombie Hunter, you look tough. You've got a tough-sounding name, but I hear you're a pretty dedicated family man.
Yeah, I am. I'm married. I have a few kids sitting back at home. Married for 18 years to Tracy, and she's given me 3 wonderful children. So if you don't mind, I'd like to say hi to them. Hey, Maddie, Alex, Jack, Tracy. See you guys later.
Absolutely. Definitely great to hear, and good luck, Zombie. And yes, it's always good. We got friends and family at home, like my niece and nephew, Lily and Joseph. Hi, Lily and Joseph. All right, next up, we've got Ron Mexico. And now, Ron, you, speaking of younger or older, you're a senior clasher, meaning you've been playing for over 5 years, I hear.
Oh yeah, I've been playing for a while. I believe the first time I played was September 22nd, 2012.
Wow, so that's before the days of even Town Hall 9 then, right?
Oh yeah, Town Hall 8 was max back then, if you could believe that. Yeah.
Town Hall 8, and now here you are, almost a max Town Hall 11.
Almost, yep.
How fast they grow up. All right, well, welcome, Ron, and good luck. Last but not least, for Team Reddit, we have Zag Geek. All right, and Zag Geek, not your first time here, but you're also a senior Reddit moderator. But I'm thinking maybe some people at home aren't that familiar with what Reddit is and what it does. Maybe you could explain a little bit?
So Reddit is a social media sharing site. They like to call themselves the front page of the internet. And people share links and content about things. And Clash of Clans found a home there about 13 days after it launched. So it's also 5 years old. And we have a lot of Redditors from the Reddit clan system, the Reddit Alliance clan, and many independent clans who all come together on Reddit. And we have players here and back at home from all of those, including some really dedicated planners who are running the war right now.
Well, that is great to hear. It sounds like you guys have a huge fan base, rooting for you today.
I think so.
Team Reddit has a pretty formidable opponent, from what I understand, over here to my left.
Absolutely, and talking about a war, there are 2 sides of this one. So we have Team Forums.
Team Forums enters the war looking to remain undefeated against Team Reddit. Representing over 1.5 million users with more than 10 million posts, will they be able to pull off the 3rd win?
My name is Smolson. I'm a Town Hall 11. I come from the clan Alpha and Omega, and I'm playing for Team Forums. I joined the forums in June of 2015. I was a Town Hall 9 looking for new attack strategies and better base designs. My role in wars depends on the war. Back at home, I like to be the person that plans out when and where people are going to attack. But here, I'm just going to try and be a good soldier and do what I'm told.
My name is William. My town hall is Town Hall 10, and my home clan is TSG, the Shonnies. My game name basically comes from my son. At first, I thought of let's call myself the Great something or Super something. Then he said, no, you need something normal. So I said, okay, then it will be William. My role in wars is leading the war. I try to get everyone in time at the right spot, attacking the right base, bringing in the end a victory for my clan.
My name is Big Mac. I'm a Town Hall 10, and my home clan is A Team 2. I'm very new to the forum community. I joined back in September 2016. Being here right now is my best memory of being on the forums. It's fantastic to get to meet the lads in person and see the people that I've been lurking and watching for many months.
My name is Locke, my town hall level is 11, and my home clan is Full Night Attack. I joined the forums in early 2014 to post my feedback for Supercell, but what kept me there was the really friendly community and the fun vibe. For this war, I'm actually the leader, and my role will be to step back and let my co-leaders and war generals do absolutely everything for me.
I'm Superfinch, I'm a Town Hall 9, and my clan is Pennington Mob. I like to attack with Laloon variants. I usually make very elaborate plans that fall apart within the first few seconds. Normally, I'm cleaning up, but for this one, I'm just going to do as I'm told. We haven't got time to plan properly while we're living it up. History's on our side. It's already 2-0, so we're full of confidence.
Team Forums. Cool, confident, proven.
And there you have it, the introduction for Team Forums. And sitting straight up, we are going to start off with Smolson. Now, Smolson,
Yeah.
I know, the crowd, they're awesome.
I know.
Smolson, so last time you were here, you were at Town Hall 10.
Yep.
Now you are a new Town Hall 11. I think it'd be interesting for the folks at home if they heard from your perspective how it is to war as a new Town Hall in these really competitive wars.
Sure. So the expectations start to change a little bit as you move from 10 to 11. So in this war, I'll be taking on a couple of new roles, looking to try and clean up on some 10s, hope for probably a higher rate of 3-stars as before. It's a lot harder as a 10, and so as an 11 with new toys and things, it should hopefully be a little bit easier. I've got a lot of people back in our clan trying to help me out, so I'm hoping to do a couple of those here tonight.
Right on. Well, I think we're all excited for that. Get some 3-star 11v10 and 11v11 action as well from you. We're all excited.
Sure.
Now, next to him, we have William. Now, William, you had a short trip over here, you said, from before the stream. Why don't you elaborate a little bit on that?
Klaus, yeah, thanks for asking. I'm from the Netherlands, so I only had to fly 2.5 hours to come here. And the rest had to fly a lot farther, so I'm better prepared. I also could come a few days earlier and have a look at Helsinki and the surroundings, so it was really good.
Well, that's awesome. So you got to see the sights. Do you have anything notable that you want to mention?
Yeah, I think the best thing we saw was the fortress on an island in the bay of Helsinki. It was really awesome. So I was happy to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we're happy you're here as well.
Thank you.
And, good luck.
Thanks.
Now, next to him, we have Big Mac. And actually, speaking of short flights, you're from the United Kingdom, but you're currently living in the northernest of Norway. So tell us about that. How was the weather?
Generally speaking, pretty nippy. Well, what can I say? We're very lucky to be able to live underneath the Northern Lights during winter and midnight sun during summer. So, yeah, what can I say?
Well, that sounds beautiful, the Northern Lights, and I'm sure you're used to the cold by now.
Yeah, pretty used to the cold. So coming here isn't so much of a climate change.
Well done. Well, I'm glad you're still here and alive and ready to roll. So
ready to rock and roll.
Right next to him, we have the Great Lock. The Great Lock. Great Lock. Lock. Can I call you Lock?
No.
Okay. The Great Lock. So legend has it that you started playing the game the first week it was out.
Correct, yep. First week of the game. It's amazing how much it's changed since then. For example, there was no such thing as clan wars. To cook spells took a full day, not 6 minutes. You could sell your buildings back then. It's changed heaps.
So you're probably one of the most OG players in the room right now.
Probably ever, really.
Whoa, some confidence. Yeah. Come on now. Yeah.
I guess he's earned that title, the Great Lock.
Absolutely, so, yeah. Galadon. But I think I'll just stick to Lock because I'll probably forget the rest later on. But Lock, glad you're here, man. And last but certainly not least, we have Super Finch. Now, before the stream, Super Finch was explaining to me that he received some negative reaction out of his family last time. This is actually your second time here in Finland, is that correct?
It is indeed, yeah.
So let's save you the trouble and say hello.
Thank you very much. I would like to say hello to my lovely wife and 4 children. And I suppose as an afterthought, my clan. Hello there.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. Well, Team Forums, best of luck to you guys, and we're going to have ourselves a fiery 2 hours because there's a lot that needs to be done. Big war.
Absolutely. So Team Reddit versus Team Forums, just to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown, it is a 45 versus 45 clan war, and the breakdown of Town Halls is, I believe, 8 Town Hall 11s, 18 Town Hall 10s, and 19 Town Hall 9s. A lot of those attacks have already taken place, but we're going to have a lot of live attacks today, and I think the first one is right about now, right?
Absolutely. Based on what I'm supposed to say, we have Big Mac going up first. Big Mac. Man, the crowd is so loud, he can't hear me talking to him. Big Mac, tell me something. Who are you attacking and what Town Hall level are they?
I'm going to be attacking number 1, Steve-O Dog.
Ooh. All right. Well, make your way up to the stage, my man. Town Hall 10 attacking Town Hall 11, going for that 2-star, and it's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait.
Yep. He's starting off with a bang here. He's not messing around. He's not only going after 11, he's going after their number 1 ranked Town Hall 11, so the strongest, most powerful, most upgraded Town Hall 11. And Steve-O Dog, it looks like the base has been what we call scouted, right, Klaus?
That's right. So the base has not been attacked yet. And what that means basically is that he knows something about the base. So somebody else has revealed something about the base, the traps, the maybe the clan castle, the Tesla locations. So now we're going to watch him wreck it.
Absolutely. All right, the attack is underway. Here you go, you guys. Definitely any good student of war is going to know what's happening here as far as where the clan castle troops, what's in there. He's starting with Zap Quake, so lightning and earthquake on the air defenses, and immediately we're seeing half of the air defenses out of here.
And that's a good thing because as a Town Hall 10, he's gunning for that 2-star on that Town Hall 11 to save his team's 11s and hitting down. And so what that means is that he's basically clearing the way for his dragons to be able to take out that Town Hall and get that 50% for the 2-star.
Absolutely. So you see the dragons and the balloons coming out of the corners. They're serving to funnel the rest of those dragons into the center. The majority of the attacking force you can see in the clan castle right down the middle, those earlier dragons making sure that this big force goes right after that town hall.
Right into that town hall, exactly.
Right into the middle.
Using your hand to say that, Galadon, it was beautiful.
Knife.
But here's one of the struggles about this attack strategy, and something to definitely look out for is that one rage spell. That is the only spell he has. Now it is all up to his troops and apparently his hero abilities that have not been popped yet.
Yep, so you can see the heroes way out there and the skeletons working their way, but it looks like the dragons are going to take care of that town hall for the first star any second. Last dragon in the core, is it going to get the town hall or not? Oh no, it's not going to get the town hall. And the other dragons on the outside, 48%. That was so close right there, Klaus.
Wow, there was some very clutch-seeking air mines on defense.
Man.
Still got the 1-star though. Still got that 1-star, but he was looking for that too.
Yeah, the heroes down there at the bottom to pick up the percentage. You can see, again, this is a Town Hall 10 attacking a Town Hall 11. So the deck's stacked against you from the beginning. And man, that was unbelievably close on that Town Hall.
Absolutely. And, you know, for the Town Hall 11 bases, they've got that Eagle artillery that ends up being absolutely just destructive against those big troops. The dragons, they can't get out of the way. They're too slow. They're too big. So they get wrecked.
That's what happened. It was tough. That was a great effort, though. I mean, that was a solid attack strategy. You could see the reaction there from Big Mac at the end, and then the positive reaction from Team Reddit. They're pretty happy about holding off from the 2-star there.
Absolutely, and it's always, you know, you're watching your opponent attack and you're hoping. It's like, please defend. But in this case, it did happen. But of course, the opposing or the attacking team really wanted that 2-star. So Big Mac, Hey, dude, you were so close.
It was heartbreaking, what can I say? But I gave it my best shot.
Absolutely. Well, that dragon, you should have had it, man. You should fire that dragon, get yourself a new one.
No, what can I say? Naughty dragon.
Naughty dragon. It was so close. Oh, man, that was so close. All right, so let's take our first look at the war map, and you guys can get an idea of where this war stands. Again, it's been going for just over 22 hours, and there you go. Team Reddit with 106 war stars. Team Forums with 91 war stars, but 5 fewer attacks used.
Yes, so what we're seeing here, Galadon, is a 15-star advantage for Team Reddit, but Team Reddit has also used 5 more attacks. So, you can kind of say that if the 5 Team Forum attackers that haven't attacked yet get 3 stars, then they tie up the war. So
exactly.
There is no clear advantage at this point.
And my absolute favorite, check out the new graphic on the right-hand side, you guys. I mean, this breaks down all of the most critical attacks in the entire war right here. 9 versus 9, 10 versus 10, 10 versus 11, and of course, 11 versus 10, the dip drop. You've got to be able to dip and pick up those 3 stars if you want a victory. So Klaus, I mean, there's some key numbers right there.
One of the most key things that I've seen or that I saw was that Team Reddit has had 6 10v10 3 stars. Now that is almost unheard of, Galadon, because 10v10 3 stars are very difficult. And for them to lock down 6, maybe not them specifically, but their clan to get 6 of those in already is really quite amazing.
They are killing it. And maybe to continue killing it, Spencer is going to get up there and attack live. Spencer, who are you attacking?
I'm going to be attacking number 21.
Number 21, so a 10v10, I believe?
Yes, it is.
All right, Spencer, please take the stage.
Good luck. Spencer with maybe their 7th 10v10
Holy
of
cow.
the war.
That
crazy. Would be amazing.
6 10v10s, I know we were talking about this earlier, not an easy thing to do. So again, it sounds like, it's a fair fight, but we're talking about 3 stars here. I mean, these 3 stars win wars, and Spencer definitely up to give it a try.
And I think everybody wants to see a 10v10 3-star here on the stream. I mean, I want to see it. Spencer clearly wants to see it. So we're all gunning for you, buddy, except for maybe the guys in blue next to you. But, it's a friendly war, so we love each other. It's all good.
All right, well, here he goes right here, attacking. So we got 17 versus 21 Spencer against Ale from Team Forums. And he's starting out with baby dragons. You can see that tantrum in there. And was that jump spell? Nice jump spell right there.
Yeah, very nice. So that jump spell is leading that golem to kill squad. You got king, queen, and boulders leading directly into the center. Also, we got like a partial clan castle lure. You see that baby dragon in there with the queen. And what's cool, what's great and fantastic about that jump spell is that it's leading them directly into the inferno. If they would just commit and get in there. Come on, guys, let's go. Queen is wandering. She doesn't want to go.
Queen, despite all of that, is going to wander around to the outside, and Spencer's going to have to continue with his plan here. Dropping the lava hounds out on the left-hand side, and that kill squad is down, and unfortunately, both those infernos are still up.
That's right, but fortunately that kill squad, the king, the queen, they were able to take out the enemy queen, and that's really, really huge considering this is a Laloon second portion of the attack.
Exactly.
And the second hound, or the third hound, being deployed up at the north, he is really gunning to get those balloons into the center, free spell over the Inferno Tower, and of course, dealing damage to that sweeper.
Yep, good value free spell there, caught the Inferno Tower and the Wizard Tower, but right now you're looking at most of those balloons. Things have gone quiet, Klaus.
Yes, things have
quiet moment, but here come some more balloons on the left-hand side. And you've got just 1 rage spell left. And that is just going to be about it. That's the worst enemy of balloons. The Wizard Tower, just so much damage output from the Wizard Tower, and didn't quite happen.
Didn't quite happen.
Right.
Spencer, I think that the beginning of the attack, it's all about the foundation. And sometimes that foundation of, maybe one troop goes the wrong direction, or maybe one hero decides to do her own thing, mind you.
Well, the Archer Queen, kind of notoriously known for not behaving exactly the way we might hope.
Exactly. So I think that, if you don't have the solid foundation of the first step of the attack, the second part is just gonna hit a brick wall, and that's what we saw with Spencer's attack.
All right, excellent. Well, we will take another look, and that was close. It's tough, and you guys over there on Team Forums, looks like maybe those bases, the Town Hall 10 bases, that wasn't really an anti-3-star base. Does one of you guys want to take that? I mean, do you focus more on an anti-3, anti-2, or is it a combination of the two?
We got a good variety of bases sent to us by our war generals, so we've got a really good distribution to make it tricky across the board.
So your war generals, but you've also got your base builders, you've got your all kinds of different roles being filled in the clan. You don't have just members, elders, and co-leaders.
Oh, no.
Much more complicated then.
Yeah. I try and explain it to you, Klaus, but I'm not sure if you could follow it with it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's over our heads.
Yeah, it's not difficult to go over my head. So, awesome. Good job with the base designs.
Reality is I just don't understand it, so.
Oh, okay, so you're passing the buck on us. Okay, well, that works. So with 91 to 108 in the war, I think you know what? Not everybody that's in the war is here. I think it'd be kind of neat to maybe catch a live attack from somebody that's sitting at home thinking that they're not going to be seen.
That's true. You never know, because there are a lot of members out there that are not here today. 90 players total, like we talked about, and it would be fun to see one of those. But we did have a lot of attacks that went on earlier as well. We've had a lot of the Town Hall 9s that we were talking about get cleared. Generally, in a war like this, where you have 3 different Town Hall levels, you're going to see those Town Hall 9s get taken care of early, as many as possible, so that you can free up those attacks to maybe scout the 10s and the 11s. Right, Klaus?
Right.
Fantastic. So with no attacks going on at the moment, why don't we go ahead and take a look and see if we can't find an attack that happened earlier. And let me see if I can find one from Team Reddit right here.
Yeah, so the Town Hall 9 on Team Reddit side right now is Zombie Hunter. And of course, as Galdon was saying, and I didn't help him much, was the Town Hall 9's attack early. So he's already attacked. He's just here for looks. The beautiful beard. Check it out. But what we're going to do is we're going to watch one of his replays. That's right.
All right, so we've got Zombie Hunters. Who are we going to watch here?
Zombie Hunter is number 40, and we're going to check out the replay on number 44. Now, unfortunately, he wasn't able to pull off the 3-star, but one of his teammates was actually able to, gather some information and then lock down the 3. So, starting out, we've got ourselves, let's first admire his max queen, level 30 queen, but also we've got a whole mess of witches. And they're making their way through, and so we got some wizards, some witches action, and actually this is like a witch slap. That's the name of this one, isn't it,
There
Tommy?
you go.
Yeah, so the witch slap. We got a few witches on either side. We got some healers in behind, golem, king, queen, bowlers, everything in the center. And the whole point of the attack is you keep the sides busy with that centralized kill squad to just go in and just wreck everything.
Yep, you guys, those 2 jump spells down the center there, trying to create that path right into the core. But Lava Hound coming out of the CC, going to cause some complications. And the witches, we lost the witches. Nope, they're still up. It's hard to tell under the mortar shells being dropped. But the healer is doing a good job of trying to keep those witches up.
Absolutely. Now, one thing you have to watch out for with this witch slap attack is the fact that Stormtroopers, the defender, had giant bombs on the outside, and it actually did its number on several witches, which bit the dirt, the dust, whatever it is out there. So unfortunate for him. But the good news is that his queen actually did behave this time and went inside. That's good news.
So you got the queen in the core, that level 30 queen, clearing things out like crazy. But check out that left-hand side, that single wizard tower right there. It took forever to go down, and now you've only got the 1 witch out there, and the archer queen, no healers around here, stuck on a wall. Jump spell's expired, and she doesn't have much time left.
Yeah, so once again, this is a situation where one troop, losing 1 or 2 key troops like the witches, can really stutter the attack and create some sort of, a brick wall or a blockage on the remainder of the attack. So we do have 1 lucky witch on the far left-hand side that is actually doing a lot. But unfortunately, the overall push into the base wasn't strong enough because he did lose a few key witches to a very deadly giant bomb.
Yep, you've got just a couple of witches left on the right-hand side, 1 on the left-hand side, and not a lot left, just but some witches, and that's kind of where the attack didn't quite work out. Unfortunately, the queen wasn't able to get that last wizard tower, and that not a lot left, except for maybe skeletons doing their best, trying to get, believe it or not, getting the town hall down though.
Yeah,
well, so did get the 2nd star.
Yeah, so we have about 300 skeletons all packed into one little spot, taking out that town hall. But we also have that 1 witch, that lucky witch on the far left with the healers that's still up. She's just going to go the entire attack, so that's very good. Plus the 2-star. There you go. Yeah. So fortunately, whenever these Town Hall 9s are attacking, they have 2 attacks. So you generally do see a fresh hit, what they call a scout, and this is what Zombie Hunter is doing, and then one of his teammates will come in and bulldoze it with all the information they gather. So look at this one witch, man. Get after it. Awesome. Gotta love the witch. And the healers. I love them both.
Absolutely. So Zombie Hunter didn't quite go as planned. What would you say, what's the main thing about a Town Hall 9 versus 9 attack? What's like the most important part of that attack to grab that 3-star?
Oh, you got to break that core. The kill squad just died off. It hit the bombs, and right then I knew it was over.
You think the defenders know this? They're setting those bombs outside because they're expecting just that style of attack?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do it.
It's tough.
So.
Well, that's one of the things you see in high-level clan wars. People planning ahead, people knowing what attacks are most likely going to come after their town hall.
Absolutely, and like Locke was talking about earlier with base designs, you have players that are so smart, smarter than me, that they're going to build their base in a way to where it looks good to hit with a specific strategy, and then set up the traps and the bombs and whatnot to defend that specific strategy. It's like baiting or something, so it's easy to fall for. But hey, I think the base has been 3-starred. All the town hall lines have been 3-starred at this point.
Is that right? All right, well, there
so.
you go. Well, we've got something like nearly 40 attacks left to go, but nobody is attacking right now out there for the other 40 members on each side. So I'm thinking it might be time to grab somebody from Team Forums and have them go up and attack live?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, William, I'm calling you up, buddy. We're going to call you up. Now, who are you going to be attacking?
I'll be attacking Mafia Elite, number 10 of the Reddits.
Mafia Elite, that's over
That
here?
guy, yeah.
Oh my goodness. We got some in-studio action here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. Make your way up. So William makes his way up to the podium there. He's giving Mafia eyes. It's like, hey, I'm coming for you, bro. I am absolutely coming for you. So William is a Town Hall 10, and Mafia is a Town Hall 10. So this is a 10v10.
A 10v10?
Well, 3-star attempt. I mean, they're all 3-star attempts. So
Well, that's true. But you were talking about earlier, Reddit had how many? 6 already?
At least 6.
So Forum's really looking to grab some of those because that is one of the most key parts of a war. You're expecting to see all the 9s get 3-starred. You're expecting the 11s to most likely be 2-starred. And it seems like, especially in a war of this size, that it comes down to that Town Hall 10, those 18 Town Hall 10s, and seeing if they can get 3-starred.
Absolutely. It's like the Town Hall 10s are a swing vote. You know, are they going to get 3-starred, 2-starred? What's the deal? What is that going to determine the war? And generally, it does. Usually, it's the how well the Town Hall 10s perform. Of course, it's a team game. You can't count out any level of the town halls, which ranks are important and which ones aren't. But generally, all the 9s are 3-starred, all the 11s are 2-starred, and the 10s. That's almost always where the war is won.
Yeah, and the interesting part is you're going to have all of the town hall levels involved with the 10s because the 9s may need to go up and scout. The 11s most likely are going to need to come down, dip, and try to 3-star a 10. And then you've got these attacks where you're really hoping that your Town Hall 10 can 3-star another 10. Obviously, exactly what William's trying here. And he's got the 1st star just about out of the way with that wizard getting the Town Hall down.
Absolutely. So there you go. There's the 1-star. And the attack here with dragons. I've seen a lot of Town Hall 10 dragon action here, and notice that the Queen was able to grab one air defense down at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure he was hoping that his wizards would grab that air defense down at on the bottom.
Good point.
And
one air defense still up right there, working on the dragons. And you got a lot of rage spells, 3 more rage spells and a pair of haste spells right here, and 6 more balloons yet to be deployed. You can see them working their way in from the bottom of your screen as well. The rage spells there in the center getting most of the dragons that are headed towards the core, but that big group of balloons and dragons at the bottom of the screen trying to get that rage spell just barely there. They're finally going to get into it there.
They made it.
Get some buildings down, and then on the far right you see that haste spell helping close that distance, and there's the 2nd star.
There you go.
For 50% damage, so William now just a matter of trying to rack up percentage points. Doesn't look like it's going to be a 3, but doing his best to try to put up a high percentage damage 2-star. In case this ends up being the best attack from his clan, then you want the most damage possible done.
Absolutely. I mean, in the case of a tie overall in stars, then that percentage counts. But look at the skeletons. They stood there like, I don't know what's going on the whole time. But good try, William. 60% 2-star. And I do want to mention once again that Town Hall 10v10 is likely the most difficult statistically thing you can do in the game. And doing it in front of a live studio audience, on a live stream where there's probably a few people watching is a little bit to the nerve. So, you know, that is a factor for all these guys.
Absolutely. That's definitely a factor, but there's probably another factor involved over there. Mafia Elite's base held up pretty well. Any secrets to the success of your base over there, Mafia?
I'd like to shout out a Bye Forever clanmate, I guess. She built it for me, so I was quite ecstatic about that.
Fantastic. Well, definitely deserving of a shout out, held off the 3-star. And like we talked about, there's so many different roles in these wars. There's people who are experts at, base building or maybe putting together an attack. You've got the war generals like Zag was talking about earlier, and even spotters who will be there to help you during an attack, kind of over your shoulder to tap you and make sure don't miss the queen's ability, maybe put the raid spell right there. And a lot goes into these really advanced clan wars. It's exciting to see.
Absolutely. In Galadon, we have a rare opportunity to watch a live attack. It's up here on my tablet here. We have an 11v10 dip. We're going to be seeing Team Forums attacking Team Reddit here. And yep, we're here on the screen now. We got a queen walk leading into what's majority bowlers, but also a few witches. So I've seen a lot of that combination of things. Plus, ooh, look at that.
Absolutely. So the queen walk, being that the queen is usually going to walk around the base, usually on the outside. This time she's going to come in. She's got the healers to help keep her up. She's going to join the rest of those units. Look at that freeze spell. Gotta love that. Stopping the Inferno looks like an expo, and of course all the CC troops as well.
Absolutely. And she's not walking around. She's charging in. Maybe we should name this a queen charge.
I think
Never heard that one before.
Might have done that somewhere, maybe.
Oh, okay. Well, everything is going in very nicely. The bowlers are in. I saw that Eternal Tome kit almost every single troop on that map.
That is
beautiful
awesome.
attack
Second
so far.
star right
2
there.
stars.
The Far Inferno Tower just about to go down. And there you go. Now again, you're watching a Town Hall 11 attacking a 10. So the expectations from everybody else on Team Forums is that this should be a 3-star. They need this to be a 3-star.
Absolutely, and I do want to mention that look at this super strong wizard in the middle, just tanking everything till the healers betrayed it. That was really upsetting, but man, now maybe the healers will come back to our queen and give her some life back. But
yeah, I don't know, the warden's following her around. You got a couple of bowlers as well, but the healers have decided that the witches are more important, and that's tough because you can see the queen suffering a lot of damage down there on the bottom left by herself. Now you're down to just one healer, and both the warden and the queen have a lot of damage. They've taken a lot of damage. Queen still has her ability though, and one rage spell left.
Absolutely, and what the good news is that both Inferno Towers are down, but the bad news is that we have an expo here, and that giant bomb series really wrecked. So now we have a portion of the base that is undestroyed, or not destroyed, it's still intact. Queen just used her special ability, and there's still some pretty powerful defenses left on the base. I'm not sure. Does have a rage, there's the rage.
It feels like a close call, but because the queen has no healers and she could not possibly reach that expo from the outside, 2 stars, 90%. Close.
Very, very close.
Close.
Very close.
90%, but that is what you guys would call a dip fail, right?
You know, it's unfortunate. You know, you don't want to see those kind of fails, but every single attack can be learned from. So I'm sure that Team Forums is looking at that attack and saying, you know what, if you would have just put that one bowler, one tile over, it would have been over. You know what I mean? And that rhymed too. That was cool. But hey, it can be done, those 3 stars, and that's where the war is going to be won. Do we have any more live attacks, Galadon?
I don't see any live attacks happening right now. I'm waiting. I'm asking you guys to give it a try. But since they're not, let's move on. And you know what? I think it's time for Team Reddit. And I think Mafia Elite, your base just got attacked. Here's your chance to get out there. Who are you going to be attacking?
I am hitting base 4. It's going to be a 10v11 attempt.
All right. Take the stage.
Excellent. So Mafia Elite going to be laying it down today. Really exciting. And I know Mafia personally. I've seen him attack before. I think we're in for a pretty good show.
Absolutely. This guy's been putting on a clinic all week with these attacks. So Mafia Elite, again, so this another combination of Town Halls. You see the 10 going up, trying to 2-star the 11. So if we see 2 stars on the board, that is considered a complete success right here.
Absolutely, 10v11 attempt, and I'm trying to remember what number he said. Did he even say a number?
I said base 4.
Base
we can
4.
Start
Man, you're the best. Thank you for reminding me that. All right, so base number 4, it's already been 1 starred, so this could potentially add another star onto the board and pretty much lock down all the 11s on Team Forums' side as 2-starred.
Oh, good point. Yeah, none of the 11s have been 1-starred or 3-starred except for number 4, and so you want to close that off, get that 2nd star. And again, so you'll see that the earlier attack might have been what some would call a fail, but what maybe Mafia might call a scout, because he's going to use that information to improve his attack. And here we go. All right, so Mafia Elite, he's got baby dragons and Valkyries ready to go.
Oh, okay, so I've seen this attack before. I think the correct name is a Baby. Get it? Valkyrie baby.
Yeah,
baby.
that's cute, yeah.
I think that's what this is called, and it's a very, very good attack strategy where he's going to be accumulating a whole lot of percentage on the outside of the base, and then practically diving his Valkyries into the base to get that Town Hall.
Well, we did hear earlier today, Mafia Elite talking about Valk dives, and the baby dragons and that rage spell, that tantrum, has taken over 1/3 of this base, you guys, 34% damage already. And now here come the heroes at the top left and a whole lot of Valkyries.
Whole lot of Valkyries. Now, fortunately for him, he does have the 2 jump spells to make their way into the, well, of course, the air defense, but also for the Eagle Artillery and then that Town Hall.
Yep.
Now, he needs to be careful here. There we go. There we go. So what he needed to put that jump spell to where it would also enter into one of the Infernos, but probably the further one. You know? So there's the 1
First
star.
50%.
Poison spell over the CC. That balloon can do some damage, but are they not going for the Town Hall Galadon?
Well, unfortunately, the Archer Queen wandered outside and everybody got annihilated in the center of that base. The Archer Queen not there to help out with anything, and now even the CC Valkyries kind of headed around to the outside on the left. Just not quite going as planned. You can see the jump spells created the path, but it just it was annihilation in the center right there.
Yet another example of the Queen not doing as it's supposed to do. Good try, Mafia Elite. Good try. So with that 1 star on number 4 on Team Forums' side, the score stays the same, and they still have 1 Town Hall 11 that has yet to be 2-starred.
Yep, that's true. So again, talking about those Town Hall 11s, we've got 8 Town Hall 11s, 18 Town Hall 10s, and 19 Town Hall 9s in this 45 versus 45 clan war. And the number 4 on the opposing team was the only one that hasn't been 2-starred so far.
But then if you look over on Team Reddit's side, we actually have all of them have been, or none of them have been 2-starred, but 2. So that leaves 6 up on their side. And again, that's not telling the whole story. As you can see on the table here, guys, we have 2 star attacks, 7 for Reddit and 2 for Forums. But there's also a lot of things going on here. 9v9, fairly even. 10v10, Reddit's killing it. And then 11v10 are actually identical here with 3-star attacks, 3 each.
Absolutely. And again, watching those critical 10v10s, the big advantage still in Team Reddit right now. But again, a lot of attacks left. We've got over 20 attacks left for Team Forums and 16 attacks left for Team Reddit. So maybe Team Forums should maybe have a live attack?
Yeah.
They need more attacks. They need to keep going.
Cue the live attacks, people at home.
Let's
Come on
do
it. Now, what's interesting is that they're actually able to watch the stream and then attack if they're in the war, which is rather,
That's true.
Which is rather
That's
interesting.
True. But since we don't have one going, let's go with somebody that's like right here with us. We can make attack, like right now.
All right, Smolson, I'm making you attack.
Okay.
Who are you attacking?
I'm going to attack Mike the Great, number 20.
Mike the Great. Well, make your way out, my man.
Smolson.
Now, Smolson's at Town Hall 11. He is dipping down on an untouched Town Hall 10. Number 20 has not been attacked yet. And so, interestingly, that is not easy, even for 11s.
That's true. This would be what they call a fresh hit.
Fresh, absolutely.
Dip.
Yes, dip.
So even though he's expected a 3-star, it's tougher because he hasn't had a Town Hall 9 attempt to scout or a Town Hall 10 attempt to 3-star it. So here he goes right off the bat. Looks like a giant on each side and witches and boulders.
Oh, you gotta love the Bowler Witch combination. He has, you gotta love that very high level Golem, the new Golem from the new updates. Looks amazing. Going in and doing some tanking for some defenses. We have Witches and Bowlers, King, Queen, Warden, everything making their way into the center there. And you know what? It looks good so far.
Yep, I mean, it looks kind of like a spam attack because you see so many units go down right in the beginning, but obviously you can see that funneling happening, the jump spell. Good freeze there on the right-hand side. Missed the Expo, unfortunately, but it did catch the Inferno Tower as the Bowlers and the Golem head right into the very center of this base.
You know, I was about to say, Galadon, that CC is rough, but they just destroyed it. They didn't care.
There's your second star.
Yeah, that Clan Castle combination is generally pretty difficult to deal with, but I mean, Smolson just made it happen. He said, I don't care what's in there, I'm gonna wreck it anyway. And then now, again, the crowd cheering for the 2-star, his teammates, cheering him on as well. And they've already, like the kill squad's all the way to the other end.
Oh yeah, this looks really good, you guys. This looks really strong right now. The Bowlers, still a bunch of Bowlers up. Look at those rocks skip. The Barbarian King, lots of health. The Queen's gonna join him over there. Even the Witches around the outside are still doing a great job. This is an overpowering 3-star we're watching right here. The final structures go down, and the first live 3-star of the day goes to Smolson and Team Forums.
There you go. Look at that team spirit right up there. Look at that team spirit.
All right, fantastic. Good to see.
Blue.
Good to see.
Forums. Smolson.
Yeah.
Hero of the day so far, man.
Sure.
That was awesome.
It was quite a dip, but it's a new attack for me, actually, something I haven't tried before. Super Finch and I were trying to work something up, mainly him and less me. Just trying to follow his directions, and it worked out, so couldn't be happier.
Absolutely worked out, man. You demolished that base and rolled over it and said, that's my 3-star. So you did really, really well. But I wanted to ask you something. So your Witches, I noticed, were not maxed out yet.
No.
For Town Hall 11, you can go to level, I think, 3 or 4. I don't even know, but it wasn't maxed.
It wasn't maxed yet. I haven't had a chance to do that. The first 2 troops I was trying to focus on were Bowlers and Valks. They're both 2 really powerful troops. My favorite's actually Valkyries. I was trying to find out a way to work Valkyries in somehow, but the way that the base design was laid out, it just made sense to use that attack. So
absolutely.
Hopefully soon I'll get those max Witches.
Hey, man, well, it worked without them, so you did a fantastic job. Good job.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's great to see, and that's a question that I get a lot, and you probably get a lot on your YouTube channel as well, Klaus, and that is players that are new to a Town Hall level sometimes ask, what do I upgrade first? What do I upgrade next? And when it comes to troops, sometimes there's a lot of confusion. You know, do I upgrade Valkyries, Witches? And I think Smolson answered it right there when he said that some of his favorite units are Valkyries. He chose to upgrade them first. That's usually what I say. Go for the powerful troops, but also go for the troops that you're familiar with, the troops that you like to attack with. Upgrade those first. Paid off for Smolson. Fantastic 3-star.
Fantastic. We've actually got a live attack here while you were talking.
Let's go.
I'll let you finish, but we have Barso with Team Reddit attacking number 4. So this was the base that we did not see get 2-star just a minute ago. And hey, Barso's like, there's my job, my turn, let's go. So 10v11.
Exactly. So we're seeing a similar strategy that we saw earlier. And this is something that happens a lot, you guys. You will see the same strategy being used on the same base. But obviously there's going to be minor adjustments made because Barso, even though he's not here, most certainly saw the earlier attack on this base and has adjusted. Maybe he's talked to his clanmates about what he could do differently to make sure that this is a 2-star.
Absolutely, and as you can see, the jump spell has been laid out a little bit differently, but all the Valkyries are now in. We got some Clan Castle Valkyries. We have some Wi-Fi issues. We got some Rage spell. They're making their way through.
There they go.
And yes. Oh, wow, it's Tesla Farm. There we go.
That is a massive Tesla Farm. The jump spell, Valkyries healing, getting in there. This time the Inferno goes down. The Eagle Artillery annihilated, and you can see just a slight adjustment right there. And now the Town Hall looks like it's just about, oh my gosh. The town, no, does that even have any hit points left?
What in the world?
Is there a bar of health? How did that?
I'm pretty sure it has negative health left, but it still stayed up somehow. Wow. Wow.
I'm seriously, a Barbarian Belch would have taken that Town Hall down at that point. That was close. That was close.
And it would have just collapsed. That was crazy.
Yeah, that would have definitely knocked it down.
I want to mention again, for the 5th time, the Queen went the wrong direction.
Is it 5 already? Are we keeping track?
No, but it's at least this many.
I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Well, it was close either way. That was about as close as it could come. Unfortunately, not a 2-star. So You've got another scout attack that you consider, maybe. You've got another strategy up your sleeve if you're Team Reddit. You want to get in there and 2-star that Town Hall 11 eventually. And it's sometimes these slight fails that make the difference in wars when it takes multiple attempts at a base. It's tough.
Absolutely. Well, I had just looked into a live attack. This one was the one that I believe Big Mac went after, and unfortunately, it looks like it ended up the same way. The Dragons made it to the Town Hall. We got a little late. I didn't interrupt you. I'm being too respectful.
Hey, no, we need it. It's all about live attacks, you guys. So it's more important than anything I have to say.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Or you.
Okay.
Not just that. Okay.
Okay. Well, unfortunate fail for him.
All right.
Learning the same things. He had about 2 dragons on that Town Hall, and unfortunately, it did not work out for him either. I don't even remember what his name was. It was so fast. It was lightning fast.
It was fast. It's tough. But just think of these as scouts. I mean, even though we're 1 hour and 9 minutes left in this war, again, Team Forum's down to 20 attacks left. Team Reddit has used more attacks, so that's part of the reason that they have an advantage in stars.
Correct. So we're at 97 to 108. Team Reddit actually 11 stars ahead right now, having used 5 more attacks. That's only roughly 2 stars per attack advantage here, so it still could go either way. I mean, that's true for most wars to the very last second, and it wouldn't surprise me if we got to that today.
Exactly. Well, again, there's a lot of attacks left, but we're not seeing one on the board at the moment. So let's go ahead and go back to the studio. Team Reddit, and I think we're looking at none other than Ron Mexico attacking. Ron, where are you headed?
I'm actually going to attack Smolson.
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
In the studio.
Yes. Got it.
All right, Ron, go ahead, take the stage, my friend. Best of luck.
I think they're doing us on purpose, Galadon. I think they're like, you know what? I'm coming for you. You know what? I'm coming for you. And I saw Ron Mexico.
Did you hear the audience's reaction? It wasn't just applause. Like, oh,
yeah, it was
man,
like, it's personal now. This is going down. It's going down
so
hard
my
and
family
heavy.
and clanmates don't disown me. If I'm
well, the qualifier right there. Okay. So Ron Mexico is ready, going after none other than Smolson. And we will get that up on the map. There we go.
Now, I do want to mention that they're both Town Hall 11s. This is the first 11v11 attempt, although I do want to mention once the base pops up, here we go, 11v11 attempt. However, Smolson is still so early in his Town Hall 11.
There's something missing in this Town Hall 11, Klaus.
Yes.
What could it be?
I don't know. Just kidding.
Could it
the
be
Eagle?
An Eagle artillery?
Yes, it is. So the Eagle artillery is not there, so this is technically y'all 10.5, but still. Let's see Ron Mexico do this up. And Smolson, he's sweating bullets over there, man.
I mean, not everybody can immediately pop up an Eagle artillery when they go to Town Hall 11. I mean, the things are expensive, and sometimes maybe you want to focus on your troops. So you can see here that Ron going after Smolson, but nonetheless, it is a Town Hall 11. So if we were to see a 3-star here, it would be absolutely epic.
It would be absolutely epic. And with that CC lure, Clan Castle lure, we're having some Baby Dragon, Valkyrie, all kinds of archers, and even a witch. Deadly into Clan Castle, might I add.
I'm telling you, she's still up right now, too.
Oh, no. That's bad.
There
well,
she
Queen,
goes.
Queen's like, nope,
down.
she's not still. She's gone. So, Warden's Eternal Tome keeping the Queen alive there. And now she's going to turn on the Inferno Tower. I almost said Eternal Tower. That's not the same thing.
Well, it's not Eternal anymore. It's gone. And so is the Wizard Tower, the air defense right there. That's good. You got those balloons. It looks like she's going to head after the Town Hall next. So we're going to see our first star for the Town Hall any moment. And then it looks like we've got the air troops coming in from the top.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we got some La Lune action here. We gotta love La Lune. I think is this the first La Lune attack, or maybe the second we've seen today?
Beautiful,
2-star.
beautiful kill squad.
Walking down that 2-star. Balloons are in. He has all kinds of haste all over this base right now. There's a freeze over. Oh, the Inferno and the air defense.
Oh, that was a beautiful freeze right there. See that? How it just barely stretched out. That is a pro move. You guys at home know the range of your spells. Grabbed 2 key defenses, and these balloons are just overpowering the rest of this base.
Absolutely. Now here's a little pro tip for those at home. If it's an elixir spell, it is a diameter of 8 tiles, but if it's dark elixir, it's actually 7 tiles.
That is a pro tip, Klaus.
Unless I'm backwards. I could be backwards.
I hope not.
It's one or the other. Y'all count them at home, y'all.
Solid. 84% final defense is going down, you guys, and that's it. We know what's happening here. Ron Mexico live on stage with lots of spectators at home and on the screen is going to pick up that 3-star.
That was epic. That was epic.
That is major.
Oh, man. So Ron Mexico laying down the 3-star. Of course, 40 seconds. Do you think he's going to get it, Galadon?
I think that he's got it. He's already walked back to his team, collecting the high fives because he knew exactly what was going to happen.
There
No
we
stopping
go.
it.
There we go.
3 stars for
There we
Team
go.
Reddit.
There we go.
Man, solid performance right there from Ron Mexico. So Ron, good attack, slightly lower Town Hall 11, but obviously not a gimme. Your kill squad, the beginning of that attack looked like it went picture perfect.
It honestly, my BK, my Barbarian King, kind of walked, but to be honest with you, I kind of blacked out in the middle of it.
That's okay. It happens to me all the time. So good job. Good job, Ron Mexico. Fantastic 3-star. And that's a major 3-star because that is not a tough one for maybe Team Forums to replicate. 11 versus 11 3-star.
Absolutely, and I think that
What's
that gained a couple of stars, or at least 1 star. His base had already been 2'd, so
That's
now
right.
Team Reddit is sitting on 109 stars compared to Team Forum's 97, which is a 12-star advantage now.
Man, you're absolutely right. So there it is, Team Forums with 20 attacks left. You can see they are definitely working, communicating within the clan, trying to decide who's going to attack next and where they're going to make up those stars. But again, they've got 6 more attacks to use than Team Reddit, and only an hour and 4 minutes left in this war, you guys. There's going to be a whirlwind, a virtual tornado of attacks at the end of this. It's going to be crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, with 20 plus 14, that's 34 attacks in the last 64 minutes.
That's good
That's a
math.
lot of math, and it's going to be crazy. And by the way, speaking of math, the elixir spells are 7 tiles, and the dark elixir spells are 8. My clanmates at home are probably shaking their head, like, Klaus, that's why you fail your attacks. But yes, that is the truth.
And
I
those
remembered
small differences can make a huge difference.
Exactly, the diameter, how far across is it? I remembered because 4 earthquake spells is an 8-tile opening. 1 jump spell is 7. So sometimes you need the earthquakes for a specific base.
A lot to remember.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's good for you to remember things on occasion.
Of course. All right, well, I remembered that Team Forums is going to put up a live attack again next.
He is, and since he gave me some trouble earlier, we're going to pick on the Great Locke. Locke, who are you going to attack, my friend?
I've got a special present for their number 2.
A special present for their number 2, an 11, or a, you're an 11 v 11 attack.
Correct.
All right, bring it up.
11 v 11, so definitely maybe hoping for that 3. I mean, this is, as far as expectations in Clan Wars go, Klaus, from what I understand, a 10 v 10 triple is extremely difficult, but probably the most difficult task that you're hoping for out here is an 11 v 11, especially against a high-level 11. Triple.
Absolutely, absolutely, and this is number 2, so this is practically a max Town Hall 11 base. I'm seeing a lot of white walls, the max walls on this base, and it's 11 v 11. I mean, let's see it. I just want to see it happen. That's just where I'm at right now.
Check out those maxed out heroes on defense, you guys. The Grand Warden 20, the King and Queen 45-45. Bowlers moving in the right-hand side, and 2 jump spells down already.
2 jump spells down. We have ourselves a couple of golems, bowlers in behind. This is kind of like a combination funnel, but also he's just racking up percentage left and right. And of course, those golems are going to take the jump spell, and then he's got his heroes in behind. That Grand Warden's ability, when is he going to pop that? That's the big question.
And we'll check out that freeze spell there, catching both of those bomb towers in the core and the Inferno. And the Inferno was frozen until it went down, so never really a factor right there. Big rage spell. You can see everybody just racing around. There's the Eternal Tome like you were talking about. Those units looked like they couldn't make up their mind. In and out of the core.
Yeah, they were going back and forth because they kept seeing the Queen, then forgetting about the Queen, then remembering her again. Then now I got
There's the Town Hall.
The Town Hall is down. And that is good news for him because that is the 2-star, which is what Great Locke was hoping for in the minimum.
Exactly, because now you've got just the Grand Warden and the Archer Queen left.
Galadon, I hate to interrupt you, but look at the spell that's remaining in his camps right now.
Oh my goodness.
Is
he
that
did
the
have
birthday
a gift.
boom?
That is, and there it goes right there, the birthday boom. Freezing the Lava Hound, you guys. That is talking about saving a special surprise.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Great Locke, you can't make those now. But that was impressive how long
he
you
chose
held
a
on to that one.
good spot to use it in, so that was good.
There's no better
Absolutely. So unfortunately, though, that looks like that's going to be the end of that attack. Nothing left for Locke to do, but 56% 2-star against the Town Hall 11. Again, that's what you're hoping for, is the 2-star.
Absolutely. I mean, the 2-star is the minimum, and it is never easy. This is kind of like my own personal quote. It's something I live by. It's never easy to hit Infernos. It
No, you'll
doesn't
notice
matter who you are.
Locke actually just turned to his clanmates for a little bit of advice on those last units that are down there in the corner, because he's just going for percentage right here. And obviously the lava pups were just sitting there waiting for this, and they've charged down.
There you go.
But he did. He picked up another building. So 58% 2-star.
58% 2-star, and hey, let's just jump straight into, we have a live attack here.
Do you have one? Let's go.
Yes, it's a Town Hall 9, actually, attacking a Town Hall 10. You never know. If it's a 3-star, it's like a world record, so I'm excited to see this one. Genius Chiku from Team Forums attacking Kim Jong-un from Team Reddit.
So most of the time, you're the crowd reacting to the name of the defender there, but most of the time, this is considered more of a scout attack.
Absolutely.
Right? You're mostly hoping to expose what's happening, what's in the CC, to find out where the traps and Teslas are. You're not usually expecting a Town Hall 9 attack to hold up as the best attack on a Town Hall 10 by the end of a war, especially a 45 versus 45.
Especially within 1 hour of the end of the war. Generally, these 9s are done by the 12th hour, not the 23rd. But hey,
exactly.
You know what? It gave us an opportunity to see some Town Hall 9 action. I know a lot of the viewers at home are probably Town Hall 9s and are curious to see what these guys are using. So here it goes. It's going down.
And exactly, you guys can see on the right-hand side of the graphic there, remember there's 19 Town Hall 9s, so that means there are 38 Town Hall 9 attacks that can be used in the war. And again, Reddit only used 31 so far, Forums has used 30, and most of the 9s are cleared. So you're almost always going to see those 9s attacking up, doing exactly what we're seeing here, attack a 10, maybe an 11. The Forums need to 3-star 2 more Town Hall 9s before they're completely done. But those Town Hall 9 attacks, even though they might seem useless, they're definitely key to helping out the higher level Town Hall players be ready for their attacks.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I do want to note, Galadon, is that that 9v9 statistic does not include the 9v10 attacks that could have taken place. So they like this one, will not add to the board at all. It's a little misleading, but
oh, you're
right.
I think I counted that the wrong way.
It doesn't tell the full story here. So I'm sure they don't have that many Town Hall 9 attacks left.
I don't even know.
There you go. Town Hall
9v9, 9v10, 10v11, 11v9, 11v10. So many different combinations. It's that math thing again, man. I'm telling you, it's confusing.
Math is rough, but it's good. It's good for you kids.
It is. Stay in school.
Okay.
Okay, where are we going next, Klaus?
No clue.
No, I have no, I'm kidding. We're actually going to have another attack from Team Reddit, you guys. I'm telling you, it's crazy trying to keep up with all the attacks here, but we know we've got a lot of them in the studio. And next up, for Team Reddit, Zag Geek. There, now, Zag, let us know where you're attacking so we can kind of scout it out too.
Okay, I'm planning on attacking number 18. I'm going to try clean up that 3rd star.
There we go. Okay, all right, so go ahead and take the stage, Zag.
All right.
The Town Hall 11 going after the 10.
So this is the fine example of an 11v10 dip attack that's already been quote-unquote scouted. It's already been 2-starred, but of course you want to clean up as many of those 10s as possible. And did you hear the crowd when Zag went up? It's like they know her, they love her, they're excited for her. They're ready for her to 3-star.
She's a senior Reddit moderator. She's been around. She's been to Finland before. She knows what she's doing.
And she's
calm
kick
under
you
pressure.
Off the website if she wants to.
And she could do all sorts of things like that. So here she goes. She also is going to drop this attack right now. Now the best attack by Team Reddit on this base was a 50-something% 2-star. So absolutely, she is going to be shooting for the 3 right here. And she's starting out with that queen and the healers on the left-hand side.
Absolutely, the Queen Walk. We've got some bowlers, some witches, probably Clan Castle. You know, I have no idea. Probably a golem or bowlers. But either way, I mean, the bowler-witch combination, very, very popular nowadays. And of course, look at that Queen. She's like, this is my town hall. I want that star. It's mine.
She's taking it. Here comes the 1st star for the town hall. You can see the jump spell in there is going to let that big group of units get in and try to get that Inferno Tower down. Now look at the path right now created by the jump spells all the way through the base. Zag has already dropped all of her jump spells, so there's no question as to where she hopes these troops are going to path. Right through the core and to the far side to get that second Inferno Tower.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, though, that Queen Walk struggled against all those CC troops. Looks like it had 2 witches inside, which adds up to, I think, 869 skeletons.
At least they're still going, because now that they've taken care of the Queen, they're moving around and they're engaging the troops that are supposed to head into the core. And you can see the Barb King now is occupied with them. And now he's going to wander towards the outside now that he's been pulled out by those witches.
Which is unfortunate, because the King, although is usually eclipsed by the Queen, because, you know, shooting over walls, that's pretty awesome. The King is actually really, really good. He's a solid tank and really gets a lot of work done when he's in the center.
Man.
So unfortunate for Zageek that she wasn't able to lock down and keep that King focused in the middle, but that CC was really rough.
And the jump spells expired, trapping these units in the center right here. The Bowler and the Witch actually got trapped in that enclosure because the jump spells expired. And out around the top of the base, you're seeing more percentage. So it's actually should be an improvement over the earlier attack. I believe it was a 56% 1-star. So it is an improvement over the earlier attack. A couple of archers out here to try to pick off more individual structures. So it is an improvement over earlier. And like we talked about, if it comes down to a tie in stars, then the percentage, the total percentage damage will determine the winner.
Well said, absolutely. So it's 60%. We've got 2 archers that are actually, you know, hey, they're going to steal themselves some elixir. They're going to get a couple more percentages, and you just laid it out very nicely. I don't need to repeat myself, but every building and every attack counts. Every building, every attack, and those archers getting it done. So that, you know, I think, well, never mind, that one got wrecked, but the other one, she might be able to get that builder hut. Yep, nope.
Oh, so close. She got zapped.
Unfortunate.
62% 2-star. Okay. All right, so excellent attempt there, Zag. Just didn't quite go as planned. I know it's tough sometimes, especially like we talked about. It's very different when you're actually doing it live. You're under that time pressure, the people watching and things like that. What was there one turning point in that attack, maybe?
The clan castle coming out and distracting everything out to the side. I mean, that had to be, because I farm with that attack. You basically just zip up the middle and let the Queen clear around the outside. And if stuff doesn't go down the middle, that kind of ruins that plan.
Yeah, no kidding. That was tough. I mean, that is one of the toughest troops to have in a CC defending. If you don't have a poison spell to get those witches out of the way, those skeletons will just endlessly pour out. And we saw that right there. It just destroyed everything, even pulling your Barb King out.
And I did, and I tried to tap the poison spell, but much like the last live stream that destroyed my attack, it didn't go down.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
Another example of one little thing going wrong, and it just completely just falls apart. So it's easier said than done. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm glad I'm not the one that had to get it done.
Right, me too.
Oh, man.
Me too. These guys are amazing just being here. But, you know, it really is like that. One little thing goes wrong, the attack falls apart. When we watch replays of 3-stars, it looks easy. It's like, hey, that was so simple, whatever, I could do that. But in all reality, it's much, much more difficult. Now, here's the thing. We have ourselves a live attack.
Let's go.
Right?
I'm going to find it.
Yeah, that's what we do. All right, cool.
All right, here we go.
Live attacks. Can't miss them. So here we go. We've got Animal. Animal?
Yes, Animal from the Team Forums, number 23, going up against Doc Octothorpe from Team Reddit. So it looks like a 10v10.
10v10. Okay, cool. So this is another example of the 10v10s using dragons. And he's got 6 dragons here. We've got 7 balloons. No telling what's in this clan castle. But that Queen Walk barely holding on.
Oh, man, look at that health. That was brave, holding off on her ability there as long as he possibly could. Just barely saving it for the end there, as the healers weren't quite keeping her up against all those defenses.
I mean, there's a lot of defenses on her, but luckily she walks out of the range and then she locks onto that air defense, which is good news for her.
That is fantastic.
You can see what the focus is here. She's getting after it. She's getting a couple of air defenses, and that is obviously the big difficulty for dragons, is to wipe out a base that has all kinds of air defenses.
And check out that use of the wall breakers right there, you guys. This is a Queen Walk that's going to turn into a Queen Charge, in that Animal wants the Queen to charge in towards the center of the base, and this kill squad Queen could get 3 air defenses all by herself. Klaus, that is great. Really good. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Here she goes. She's just about to turn and take out a 3rd air defense right there.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And now you got the Barb King at the bottom of your screen. I mean, is it possible? Could all these air defenses be down before the dragons and balloons go in?
It's very possible. I mean, so we have a king that's at the bottom kind of doing a lot of tanking. We also have some balloons that are likely going to be targeting a specific defense. And that might be the air defense, I'm not entirely sure. But at the same time, you know, we do have all those dragons that are just going to do tons and tons of damage. So this is...
And the CC, check out the CC Golem and Balloon. They're trying to catch up to the Barb King over here. 42% of this base down, 3 out of 4 air defenses before the air phase even starts.
This is a very patient attack, Galadon.
Yeah, it really is.
Something that I'm not good at is the attacks that are naturally going to be paced a little slower. This is one of them. So whenever you see an attack like this, you just got to know these attackers are sitting here. They're watching.
Look at the clock counting down. We're under 45 seconds left. And all of the air units just about down. Last of the balloons are down. 2 rage spells left. And I mean, it's a solid attack. You've got the first star for the percentage.
There we go.
But there's so many structures left. Half of the space is left, and you have less than 30 seconds left on the clock. So sometimes patience can lead to running out of time. And despite the fact that you've got a big group of dragons right here, 18 seconds left.
18 seconds left. The dragons, lots of dragons under rage right now. They cleared out that far left corner with the defenses fairly well, aside from that Inferno. Town Hall's down. Gotta love that Town Hall going down.
Second star.
But I think, you know, if it came down to time, it's gonna come down to time. 3 seconds is not enough time.
No, I don't think 3 seconds. But there it is as time runs out. 67% 2-star.
Very good try for Animal. If Animal was here, I'd love to interview him and see how he felt about that one. But you know what I realized, Galadon?
What did you realize?
I realized that we showed Team Reddit's Town Hall 9 replay, but we didn't show Team Forum's Town Hall 9 replay. I think we should do that.
Exactly.
And
Let's do it.
That's Super Finch over there. So I think everyone give him some love. We're going to show a 3-star by Super Finch here.
All right. So I've got it up right here. I've got Super Finch's attack, number 41 for Team Forums, up against number 43, Sheer 1852 of Team Reddit. All right, so let's check it out as it gets started. Looks 26 Hog Riders.
26 Hog Riders. You know, that's actually my favorite troop, actually. So
I love to see those hogs at Town Hall 9.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you can use a good solid kill squad, maybe some Clan Council bowlers, take out the CC, take out the enemy queen, it's going to be that easy. The hogs are just going to, what I like to say, cascade the base and wipe it out under heal.
Cascade the base. I like that. That's good. So, all right, so you see we're getting ready for those Hog Riders. Good kill squad, trying to get that Archer Queen out of the way because she is definitely one of the worst things that Hogs could run into. That and, of course, giant bombs. We saw one get triggered right there. So great kill squad, getting the job done here for Super Finch. And now the first of the Hog Riders coming in from the top of the base.
There is nothing better than seeing a whole bunch of Hog Riders making their way down the base. Then the heal spell goes down. And are there any bombs in there? That's generally what you want to do. You want to heal where the bombs are. I'm imagining this base has been scouted already. Yep. There it is. Oh, the heal. Perfect timing. Healing over the wizard towers. And by the way, notice, people at home, this base is not a fully maxed base. Nope. This base is a non-max base, which I think is very,
Watch out for spring traps.
How many people have max bases? Very few.
Well, that's true.
So I think that it's important to note that, by the way, also Super Finch has a level 20 queen, not max as well. So this is an attack I recommend all Town Hall 9s do.
That's fantastic. That's good to see. The spring traps must have taken out 13 Hog Riders total. But there you go, last defense on the map. And you'll know after the Hog Riders finish that Tesla, they turn towards anything else. And they're after that gold storage, so that means it's all over. Super Finch, just a matter of time. And he wraps up the rest of this attack with a Town Hall 9 3-star. And you know why Super Finch grabbed the 3-star, right?
I do not.
It's because, oh, there goes the crowd. There it is.
Yeah, there we go. There you go, Finch.
He knows, you know what's coming. It's true, I hear the whole reason that was a 3-star is because you're a Super Finch. Super Finch. He's Super Finchy. Yow. It's true. It's true.
You gotta sing every
true
single
now.
stream. You have to sing
well,
something.
Hey, come on. If the Super Finch shows up, man.
You've got to sing to Super Finch, for sure.
For sure, man. So great attack. Town Hall 9 3-star like we talked about earlier. And let's go ahead and take a look at the total score right now because some numbers are quickly changing.
Absolutely. I mean, so if you really think about it, as the time counts down, all the attackers that haven't attacked yet, they're getting nervous. So they're probably laying down their attacks quicker and quicker as time goes on. The current score here, we've got Team Forums with 107 and Team Reddit 112. And of course, with almost the exact number of attacks used now, 76 on Team Forums and 78 on Team Reddit.
This is beautiful. Exactly what I was hoping to see as the attack score starts to close, in that now Team Forums has only used 2 fewer attacks. They're down by 5 stars. So like you were talking about earlier, the stars per attack, it's starting to go up. We're starting to see that gap close in. And in the final minutes, this could get super tight, you guys. It could come down to one of the attacks that we're going to see right here in the studio.
Big Mac.
Let's get into another one.
We have another one coming from Team Forums. Big Mac, who are you going after, bro?
I'm going to go after Ron, Mexico.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, another one.
Let's go.
Another one. Yeah, make your way up to the stage, my man. Another in-studio attack. This is fantastic. So, Big Mac is a Town Hall 10, Ron is a Town Hall 11, and Ron has not been starred yet. So this could very well be Big Mac going for the 2-star, of course. 2 more stars for Team Forums.
Absolutely. You can see that the earlier attack that was attempted on Ron Mexico's base was from another Town Hall 10 from Team Forums. So that could be an indication that maybe the Ron Mexico's base that we're looking at is a tough one. I mean, that, you know, even though it was a fresh hit, you're always hoping that the 10 can 2-star on 11. Here's where a 10 didn't get a single star. So it was either a pure scout or something happened, or Ron Mexico has the most amazing Town Hall 11 base of all time.
It very well could be, Galdon. I mean, if you look at it, if you just look at this base, it just looks rough. It just looks rough to me. So it's going to be exciting to see Big Mac
It's
lay it
intimidating.
down here.
It definitely is.
And notice he's got 3 golems. Whoa, there's a jump spell. There's 2 jump spell. Whoa, look at that path. He's just like, this is where I'm going. Just to let y'all know. We got 3.
Oh, triple finger deployment of the golems. You see that? All the bowlers and the golems going down right away.
Right away, the golems are down doing the tanking. The bowlers are down as well. And I mean, he's already deployed all of his troops. He's just like, I'm
Pretty
confident.
much.
I know where my people are going here.
Yep.
Here's a rage spell. Clan Castle has been lured. He needs a good portion of troops to go in, and I'm not seeing that happen. I'm not. The bowler, get
the
back in here,
freeze,
bowlers.
yep, the earthquake. You see that the defense, the CC Lava Hound has popped. Couple bowlers on the right, everybody else to the left, and that's one of the tough things about a base like this. Any sort of concentric, you've got that ring base. It's sometimes tough to get a good funnel going to get those units to go right down the center.
Absolutely. So you can see that was the intention of this base. I mean, it's it's what you call a ring base of sorts, you know, where it's gonna make everything go around the wrong direction, and you know, that happened. That happened. Big Mac, 41%, 0 star. Now, that is actually an improvement on the percentage of the base.
That's true.
Big Mac, since we didn't get to check the replay, Big Mac, what was that similar to the plan that was used on the base previously?
No, not quite the same. It's coming from a different direction, and there were some witches involved last time as well, I believe. So, yeah, but what can I say? I gave it a shot. In nice defense, Ron.
Absolutely. So, Ron, yeah, I was about to, that's perfect segue. Thank you. Ron, your base. Complicated. What was your, actually, you don't want to share your secrets, do you?
Share 'em,
Not exactly, but I can tell you some things about it. It's a ring base, and so part of the point of the base is you want your troops to walk. And luckily, in my case, that happened. But yeah.
It's like a multi-ring base, all sorts of layers of walls in there. Lots of opportunities for the units to go around rather than down the center there. And that's tough, I mean, because we've seen bowlers added to the game a while back, because really one of the ideas of the bowler was to give players an opportunity to funnel, to use those bowlers to get through multiple structures. And the bases have since evolved. You know, the bowlers kind of were the early death of that single ring base where we saw the big outer wall and the inner core. And we've seen bases evolve just as troops evolve. And that base right there definitely kept the bowlers from getting down the center.
And all that being said, Galadon, it worked.
It did. It did. So we are looking at, again, a tight score. There's no live attacks going on at the moment. We've got Team Forums at 107, Team Reddit at 112. So I'm thinking, Team Reddit, it's your turn for another live attack in the studio. And how about we go to Spencer?
Oh, okay. Would be...
So Spencer, let us know where you're headed with this attack.
I'm going to be attacking number 20. I'm going for a scout attack. For
All right,
the
good.
11s
All right.
to dip down on.
Good to know. All right, Spencer, go ahead. Take the stage for us.
Spencer being at Town Hall 10, number 20 being at Town Hall 10. This is a fresh hit 10v10. He says it's a scout attack, but we all know, well, I know, that he's going for the 3-star.
Well, every attack you're hoping for the 3 10v10, but again, we're talking about a fresh hit versus a base that's been scouted like this. So this is going to provide valuable information from Spencer to the rest of his clan about what is in there. You know, the keys to a success of a scout attack is getting that CC to activate, finding out where the Teslas are, and of course the bombs, even the skeleton traps. You need to know, are they set to air, are they set to ground, are they near the core? And those are going to be the keys to success of a scout attack.
Absolutely. So what he's trying to do here, you can tell, he's got a lot of Valkyries. He's got 10 Valkyries, a whole bunch of baby dragons that we named it the Baby earlier. Not that we named it, but you know, we titled
Well,
it.
you did. You're a master at naming bases, Klaus. You really are.
I try. So the Baby attack, what he's doing here is he's discovering what is in the clan castle and all the other things you listed off here. And with that rage spell over, I think he almost got that Inferno. I didn't get to see the health, but I saw the health on the gold storages. They're almost dead. So Spencer doing a good job with that rage spell placage there. Is that a word? And now Queen Walk making its way down.
Well, there comes your CC, so we know that it's Lava Hound and Balloon. And we've seen the Lava and Balloon really just devastate some attacks earlier today. If you can't get that Lava Hound out of the way, that Balloon is just going to do so much damage to anything underneath it.
Absolutely, and of course, it's this pop that's coming up that's the deadly part of that Hound. If you can avoid popping the Hound, then you're in good shape. But all the pups everywhere, it's a big-time distractor. It also adds up in DPS, a lot of damage being dealt to that Queen over time with little, you know, like little droplets all in. Really adds up to ocean, you know, droplets in an ocean.
Many droplets make an ocean. Man, you were just, the quotes, I got to start writing these down. I like that.
You really should.
Well, those add up.
And then I'll write a book.
A book.
Queen Walk's making its way in here. She is popping her ability now and making her way through. There is a giant bomb on the outside. That's important information, ladies and gentlemen. That is good stuff. There's the 2-star for Spencer. And there is the opportunity that this attack will hold up till the end of the war. That is a possibility, so he's not going to bail out until every troop is dead, every troop is deployed.
Exactly. And that totally makes sense. I mean, although this is considered a scout, when Spencer talked about it being a scout, at the same time, you want to have a high percentage because you never know when you might not get an opportunity for your clan to come back and attack it. You know, they may need to go to somewhere else. And so now Spencer's racked up nearly 70% on this base. Got the baby dragon getting in there, getting a couple more structures. So scout or not, I mean, a 70% 2-star is a solid attack.
Absolutely. Good job. Nicely done for Spencer. 70% 2-star. And I want to also point out, they've got those little earpieces. And I think they're communicating with each other during the attack, which is actually pretty commonplace for players in serious war clans where they actually have spotters helping them during their attack.
Exactly. You've got the war generals, the base designers. You guys are on voice chat with each other, with all the clan members all around the world, connecting them, linking them up. And we heard a lot of chatter during that attack between the Team Reddit guys. You could hear them kind of talking to each other. They're taking mental, verbal notes about the base because although it was a scout, like you said, Spencer, you definitely, I mean, 70% 2-star, so I would definitely call that a success because you've got the information. And like we said, maybe in case that needs to hold up, it's a solid number.
Thanks.
So you did everything you were hoping for then, Spencer?
Exactly.
All right, fantastic to hear. Well, Team Reddit does still have the lead right now by 7 stars, and it looks like we've got about, well, 11 attacks left for Reddit and 13 attacks left for Team Forums. But nothing live happening on the screen right now. These guys are taking it down to the wire. We've got barely a half an hour left right now and a lot of attacks yet to be done.
That's right. 24 attacks remaining in 36 minutes. That's about 1 attack every minute and a half. Of course, they're 3-minute attacks, so there's no way we can keep up. So all we can do is, well, awkwardly sit here and wait for a live attack, or we can not so awkwardly pick on one of the players to go up live. So which one do we feel? Whoa.
Actually,
we have a live.
We've got a live attack. It just started right now.
We have a
So
live.
here we go. We've got number 24, number 24 from Team Reddit.
You guys can see
attacking
that.
Sabu from Team Forums.
What in the
So
world?
24 versus 14. So this, I guess, would be just about one of their bottom Town Hall 10s going after a much higher level Town Hall 10.
Absolutely, another 10v10 attempt. You can see that dragon attack. We pointed that out several times. The dragon attack trying to make its way. And look at that split of the wall breakers there. That was an unfortunate split. I don't understand why that happens, but I can see that already Mr. number 24 is doing his best to just stay focused.
Wall breaker behavior, it's going to go down in the history books. The researchers could spend eons on that one. Right
Aside
behind
from
Archer Queen behavior.
Yeah, I was about to say the Queen. The Queen is the most confusing troop in the game. But here we go. So we have a whole bunch of dragons making their way down. We're definitely going to see that Town Hall go down there. There we go.
It is. First star, 30%.
There you go.
Rage spell, lots of spells left. You see a heal spell going down right now. You got another rage left, 2 haste, 2 poisons as well. The dragons now starting to spread out, but the funnel was successful. The funnel made sure those dragons went and headed into the core and grabbed the first star. And it looks like we're just about to the second star. 50% damage here any second. Dragons under rage at the bottom of your screen, a couple at the top. There it is.
Go. 2-star.
And then these balloons. Check out those balloons kind of sneak attack there with the haste spell going right in and just going straight to that air defense.
Yeah, you have to know that he had that planned out. I mean, he withheld the spells. He withheld the balloons, and he had it planned out to the T as to when he was going to deploy that. And even though it looked a little chaotic, those dragons all over the place, he had it under control up to this point where he's down to 2 minions and a dragon.
Exactly, and he's got a ton of spells left, so it looks like maybe he kind of forgot to drop some of those spells earlier on. We've got 2 poisons left, even a heal spell and a haste spell. That's a lot of spells for 1 minion.
I was playing with the iPad here. Okay, so we're down to 1 minion working. He's getting himself some gold, y'all. He wants some of that gold, and he's going to stack up a few more percentages here.
There he goes.
Uh-oh.
Look out.
No.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
All right.
man. I was hoping.
Rip.
Okay, so 74% 2-star for number 24. I'm going to try it. His name is Mr. Raw. Mr. Aw. No idea. Okay.
That was 3 different versions.
Number 24, you're awesome.
Number 24. Good job. All right. Okay, so we've watched that live attack, and I do think we've got an in-studio attack coming next from these guys.
We do. Absolutely. Number 24. No. Team Forums. William, once again, my man, who are you going for?
I first wanted to attack Basso because he's the co in my home clan, but he has been 2-starred already, so I go for 15. Iron.
Okay, going for number 15. Here we go. Make your way up. So William, Town Hall 10, actually attacking another fresh 10.
I like to see it. So again, hoping for the 3-star. Thankful that we have an easier name to pronounce with William. But again, like you talked about, it's a fresh hit. So the fresh hit, I mean, there's these high-level war clans, there is a significant difference to a scouted 3-star and a fresh hit 3-star. I mean, you hear about these war players all week. We hear them talking about this. A fresh hit 3-star is something that's really significant. So I know William's hoping for it, and here goes the attack.
Here we go. So William is making his way in. It's going to be a 10v10 attempt, and it was actually him that got me onto the dragon attacks. I saw him do it live, and I saw it, and I was like, hey, that's pretty sweet. So he is dropping down some lightning spells onto these air defenses. Actually, was that 3 lightning spells?
Well, look at what he's using here is the advantage of this base design. They're the last earthquake, so Zap Quake, they call it, lightning and earthquakes, and he's taken out 2 of the air defenses right away. So good use there of taking advantage of a base design that allows you to do that when the air defenses are so tightly placed.
Exactly. So that's kind of the advantage of these wars. You have a 24 or 23 hour prep day where you can sit there and you can actually plan your attack for a long time and see what's the weakness of this base. And apparently William said, you know what? Air defenses off to the sides. We need to take this thing out with dragons. And the Queen managed to get the 3rd archer or air defense. Ooh. And now there's only 1 left with a ton of dragons coming on in.
This is looking really good right now. The Archer Queen, the Barb King did a great job of funneling, so you can see that these units are going to make great use of the remaining spells. And what's cool right here is normally with a Zap Quake 10v10 like this, you'll only see the player have 1 rage spell. because he's used so many spells to take out the air defenses. Here he's got one more rage spell, and you can see the dragons just soaking it up right now.
Absolutely soaking it up. And I was worried about that clan castle being not under poison, but the dragons handled it very, very nicely under rage spell. And again, there's no spells left, but he did have an extra rage, which I think was very clutch in this attack. He's already got both Infernos. And now it's going to come down to what looks like some damage. There's a 2-star. That's always a good thing. But we're looking at, looks like a couple of dragons that are just getting demolished down here. 2 of them are pretty high HP, though. How much of this base is going to go down, Galadon?
Yep, 61%. Obviously not going to be a 3-star. It looks like we're losing the last of the units here, but a good attempt from William, and he's going to pick up a pretty high percentage. And Aaron's base holding off William right here. We've got those last units kind of wandering across the screen, but you see the bottom, you've got 2 wizard towers, 2 archer towers, an expo, a couple of partridges and a pear tree. No way you're going to get a 3-star on that with just a couple of units left.
Partridge in a pear tree. You're silly, Galadon. You're silly. But I want you to notice, everyone notice this here. This dragon is going to be there a long time. He has nothing to stop him from racking up percentage like nobody's business. It's going to be good.
I think William just wants TV time. I think that's what it is.
Absolutely. Wave to the camera. Wave to the camera.
There you go, William.
Yeah, there we go.
70%. Dragon still wrapping things up. And you just got to wonder, Dragon's just going.
I mean, William, say hi to the wife and kids because you got time.
Hi, yes.
It's like an Oscar speech and they won't play the music. It's like, somebody play the music.
So that I can get off the stage.
All right, there goes William. Good job, William.
There we are. All right.
Finally, the attack wraps up. But hey, like we talked about earlier, I mean, you want every possible percentage point, and you ended up with a 75% 2-star. So again, a valuable attack if it ends up being the last attack on the board. But it looks like right now we've got Ricky, number 9, going after Brady, number 23. A live attack happening right now, and it's just wrapping up, unfortunately. Ricky, number 9, again, looks like he's just about to finish up a 3-star.
And that's very unfortunate for us, Galadon, that we missed that because that was a 10v10.
Oh my goodness. You're absolutely right. So right there, you guys, right at the end of that attack, we've got Ricky, and that is one of the most important things that we're going to see in a war like this is a 10v10 triple. So maybe we can get in and take a look at this and see exactly what happened, because like we were talking about earlier, it's one of the rarest attacks to see. Here is the beginning of it as Ricky from Team Forums at Town Hall 10 is going after Brady from Team Reddit, another Town Hall 10.
And that's what I was going to do. I was going to go against the grain and say, Galadon, I'm stopping everything to watch this replay.
Well, let's go.
But here we are. So the jump spell leading these troops into the Inferno Tower compartment. This is a lot of troops. It looks like he has more troops than normal, but they're all working their way in. That one Inferno Tower on the corner is distracted, and it's getting wrecked by those bowlers around the outside there. You know what? I think this one's going fairly. I wonder what is going to happen.
I'm telling you, this is a solid attack. This is exactly when something goes as planned like this. Check out the bowlers on either side. The Lava Hound from the CC pops. You got the bowlers on the left-hand side, bowlers on the right-hand side. There's the 1-star. There's the 2nd-star percentage and the Town Hall. You know where this is headed. The bowlers, again, protecting the witches. They're the tanks. The witches in behind. The healers right there. You see in the core, you've got the Archer Queen doing a great job. Level 40 still up. She doesn't need any healers. She's doing a good job by herself, clearing out the core. You've got that remaining Inferno Tower on the left-hand side. Then you got the air bombs that pop out over there. The bomb tower goes down on the right-hand side. Now the Archer Queen is still up, and the units around the outside doing a great job. You got the witches. You got the bowlers on the left-hand side. You got the Archer Queen in the middle. Even though she doesn't have that much health, she's going to move and she's going to go after that Inferno Tower. She gets the Inferno Tower down, and that means the bowlers are going to be fine because they're going to work their way around the side of the base. And on the other side of the base, you've got the skeletons that are going to pop. They don't matter because the archers, the witches are doing a great job. All those skeletons. There's no splash damage left. All the witches are just going to overwhelm this. The skeletons are absolutely everywhere. There's no heroes left. I can't believe what's happening right there. That's what we're talking about. That's what I wanted to see. You got the bowlers, you've got the witches, you got the skeletons. You don't need heroes. You don't need archers. You don't need golems. You don't need anything because you've got the 3-star right here. One of the best attacks in the war. Ricky, 3 stars over Brady. Team Forums closing the gap right now, you guys.
Nobody needs to take a breath because Galadon's got it for you.
I can't get in. I can't see this next live attack.
Okay.
There's another live attack. I have to see it. I have to see it now. Come on, let's go. I want to see this attack.
Red.
What?
Chill out.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay. I'm exhausted just listening to you. Okay, so we have a live attack that's actually happening now, but all the spectator slots are full. And, oh, wait, we're in. We are in.
There we go.
And the attack is in. Wow. Wow.
What?
Wow. Wow. Okay, so Fippy at Town Hall 10 on another Town Hall 10. Look at, we're so close. We're so close. They were so close. What happened? Where'd it go?
Oh, right there. You're talking about an attack that maybe looked like it was going to be a 3, but that defensive Lava Hound is going to take over, and it's still up. Nobody to stop it. You can see there's a few Lava Pups left. 80%. So it was a solid attack, but it's just not quite going to work out for Team Forums there.
We have another live attack. I'm going in.
You got another one?
Just
Go for
stay
it.
on my pad. Here we go. No, don't go.
There's 2. There's 3.
Well,
where are you?
Here we are.
There's
Andy,
a lot of live attacks.
3-star on, well, not 3-star.
Okay.
11v10 tip on LA. It might be a 3-star. You never know.
It could be, but you can see it's live. So we promise we don't know. And Spencer knows what is going to happen at the end of this attack. But Team Reddit, you've got Andy going after LA from Team Forums. So the 11 dipping for the Town Hall 10, hoping for the 3-star. And, ooh, the clone spell. There's a first look at the clone spell today, you guys, right in the core, cloning the balloons, and looks like a couple of baby dragons.
Very nice. A couple. Oh, yeah. So he's got about 300 baby dragons in the middle of that base right now. Andy really laying it down, an 11v10 dip. He's dipping on this base with baby dragons. We need a name for this one, unless it has a name, and I don't know it. But either way, very impressive seeing all these baby dragons in the middle. And there we go.
Nice
2 stars leg down. Can he get the 3,
Good
though?
haste on the right.
Can we get the 3?
It's going to be tough. You've got that Expo down there on the far left, and of course the air defense, the balloon's worst nightmare. The Wizard Tower got the last of the balloon down, and now you got the heroes at the bottom. Looks like a tough call for the 3, but I mean, it could happen.
You know, I've seen miracles being done by these max heroes. I mean, level 45 heroes, they can get a lot done, especially if they've got a little bit of help. So right now we're seeing a king tanking a ton of health or damage, and they're just working their way around the base. And
you know what you pointed out to me earlier, Klaus, is if you take a look at all of the remaining structures, they are all within range of the Archer Queen. She doesn't need to get through a wall. You pointed this out to me earlier. In an attack like this, you see, she is going to be able to get to every defense without having to go through a wall. Really only the Barbarian King, if he happens to come after her, to stop. And we've got over a minute left and nothing to stop a ground unit, only an air defense.
You know, I think Andy's got this because
so
all the
too.
defenses are down. We got a minute. That's a 3-star.
Wow, look at that.
There you go. There you
In
go.
comes the haste spell. That's almost swagging the haste spell there. Using the haste spell on the Archer Queen and her archers.
Ooh.
Now there's the poison on that defending Barbarian King. He is going to be too little too late. He's going to go down, and then you can see the archers working on those last structures. Here it comes. Another amazing 3-star 10v10.
11v10.
Fantastic.
There we are. So the 11v10 3-star for Andy. The score is it's growing as time goes.
It's quickly changing.
23 minutes till the end of the war. 112, 118, 6-star difference here, and both clans have 9 attacks left.
Ooh, I like to see that. So yes, so both clans with 9 attacks left. Team Reddit really racking up those 3 stars, although we did see the triple, the 10v10 triple earlier from Team Forums. And suddenly we went from famine to feast. We had all those attacks going and now nothing's going. So we were gonna move on and have Mafia Elite. Are you ready?
An 11 hit for me. The base I was supposed to hit is gone.
Oh. Ooh.
So is there any chance that can happen? Just 5 minutes to cook a.
Oh, you need some time?
Yes.
All right, well, how about Ron Mexico? Do you think you'd be ready?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna see Ron Mexico from Team Reddit. And where are you headed, Ron?
I'm actually going to hit 4. It's the Town Hall 11. It's only
All
been
right.
1 start and
11 versus 11.
shooting really high right here.
All right, Ron, take the stage and good luck.
That's what we like to see. Go big or go home. 11v11. Ron Mexico against number 4 on Team Forums' side. And hey, this base has been hit already, so it's going to be a familiar base. And I think Ron, I mean, he's a confident guy. I've seen him hit. He's not bad. I think he's going to have a good chance. No, I'm just kidding. He's amazing.
He's even
He has
better
a
than
great
not
chance.
bad. Yeah, exactly. Ron being modest there. It is a tall order. Obviously, we're talking about a difficult order for a Town Hall 11 3-star, especially against their number 4. So we're looking at one of the strongest 11 bases as far as defenses and troops go. And so we'll see what Ron Mexico can put forward here. But again, the best attack of the day against this base has been a 57% 1-star. So Ron Mexico looking to improve on that, at least to pick up that 2nd star.
Absolutely. Now, we want to see Ron grab the 2nd. It would be amazing, and I think the crowd would absolutely erupt That's a cue, ladies and gentlemen. For a 11v11 3-star to happen, it would be absolutely amazing, but no pressure, of course. There's enough pressure up there already. So let's just see what he's got going. It's another La Luna attack from Ron Mexico. Golem and King up inside with the Queen and the Warden in as backup from behind.
Exactly. So you've got that kill squad. You had the wall breakers get in there, and now all the heroes are going to behave so far, heading into the core. And the idea here is to get down the air defense, which is done. Now they want to clear out the clan castle, get that Archer Queen, and then hopefully the Inferno Tower too, right?
Absolutely. Now, if they can get that Inferno and then somehow jump over the wall, get the Eagle Artillery, that'd be awesome as well. But notice that Clan Castle is going untouched right now. That Clan, when he needed that Queen to behave, she did not. And that Lava Hound and that Balloon are making their way over. Unfortunate for him, he already popped his Queen's ability, which is good. Because look at this. They're not moving.
Exactly. So this is one of those times when you don't mind if the defensive Lava Hound doesn't get popped. It has just become completely useless over there and frozen in time now while the balloons work their way through this base. So the Queen did actually a really good job there because you can see the Inferno Tower is down. The CC is dealt with, at least. And now the balloons working 53%. First star.
Very, very nice. And again, that CC Lava Hound and Balloon are just sitting over there. His balloons are making their way through. And, oh, that air defense does not go down. The skeletons did die, though. That's a good sign because all these pups that are kind of hanging out around this base, they might be able to get that town hall for him.
That actually is a really good point. If they get all of these structures out of the way, they should be headed for the town hall. And they should be out of range of that air defense right there. Well, what about that expo? Well, it's set to air. You see the expo to the right of the town hall. It's set to air, so it's going to have a shorter range. Here they come. They're going to get it. There they. Oh wait. Now it looks like the ones that.
Yes.
They're out of range.
There we go.
Amazing. Just the pups on the left-hand side, out of range. We're talking about a single tile difference right there. The pups on the right-hand side were within range. The pups on the left were not.
The Hound is getting hit.
Oh, no, the Hound.
That's not good.
What has happened?
No.
The Hound goes down.
Get out of here.
Now the pups are going to turn. You've got one pup that's after the lava pups, and it stopped them. Oh, this could be could be tragic.
Need a rage spell
it's
right
going to
now.
be a race to get this down.
Come on.
They're trying.
No.
Oh, no, here comes some lava pups in behind. There goes the
Yes.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
There it is.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Holy cow.
That was crazy.
Man.
That was amazing.
Oh, man. Like out of breath with an attack like that. You think it's like this roller coaster of emotions, man.
It's hot in here now.
It really is. All right, now we've got live attacks all over the place. Oh,
that was.
Oh, wow, they just disappeared. Wait, we got a live attack in the studio. That's what I meant to say.
Absolutely. But first, I just need to ask, Ron, did you hit your Queen ability early on purpose?
Kinda. Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't want to pop the Lava Hound, but yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to pop the Hound, hit the Queen ability early. That way it doesn't actually kill the Hound.
What almost didn't happen, or almost did happen.
Yeah, no, that was.
Happened.
Thanks for the thrill. Yeah. Appreciate that. No, that was awesome, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so it is. It's a live attack coming up from Team Forums next. Who's going to be Klaus?
I think it's going to be Smolson. Smolson, you want to do a live attack here, buddy?
No.
Okay, well.
But I'll do it anyways.
Well, let's
Congrats.
go home, people. All right, Smolson. Smolson, who are you hitting? Who are you hitting, Smolson?
Ron Mexico.
Oh!
All right,
okay,
we got another in-studio battle.
All right, make your way up to the stage, man.
Smolson versus Ron Mexico.
There we are. So, Smolson, a Town Hall 11 going off against Ron Mexico in the studio, 11v11 action. And I think that was worth the moment when he kind of sat there and stared at me awkwardly, waiting on me to ask him the question again. That was worth the moment. So, Smolson, whenever you're ready, my man.
All right.
Whew, another 11v11
Let's
attempt.
go
and
find
also,
him. All right, so Ron Mexico's base best hit so far was a 41% 0-star. So Smolson is attacking not a fresh 11. This 11 has been scouted. In fact, we've seen this base before today.
Absolutely, and this was the base that we talked about a lot as being, very in meta, which is a fancy way of saying it's new and modern and sleek and stuff. And so Smolson has had a chance to see how this base operates, and now he's coming at the base with a Queen Walk with the Warden in behind. Very smart poison spell down. And what's cool about that poison spell is it will actually kill that balloon. The Hound might be an issue, but look at that. The Queen's actually targeting the Eagle Artillery.
Absolutely.
Great way to start
Eagle
the attack.
is going to go down. All sorts of spells. You had a plethora of spells there. You've got the jump to get in over that wall. You had the rage to keep those healers accelerating, and you've got the poison spell that took out the balloon. There is the Lava Hound's pop, and now it's just a matter of the Queen taking out the rest of those units or not. Queen did not survive that.
Interesting. Okay,
that was
well,
a tough one right there.
Yeah, see, this is a good example of what we were talking about. That Lava Hound, the Lava Pups are just disastrous. I mean, they're very overwhelming when, even though they don't appear to be, it's just a whole lot of something small adds up, you know?
I'm telling you, yeah, they really went to work on that Queen, and somehow Smolson not able to get that Eagle artillery down. It was so close to going down, but now it is just going to rain down all sorts of damage onto these incoming bowlers.
That's right, but the good news is that the Valkyries and the bowlers went to the left, because you do have a partial funnel already made up on the top, so the Valkyries might decide to go into the middle. I mean, there's another ring on purpose, and so they're just not doing as they were told. We do have a king that's kind of banging on the wall right now. He has a special ability, but there's a lot of defenses in there.
Yep, the last of the Valkyries go down on the right-hand side. Good freeze spell, froze that near Inferno, but the Valkyries walked over and got targeted by the far Inferno tower. And now, although the king has gotten in there, it doesn't look like he's going to have the horsepower to get through that town hall. Sure enough, we're at 49% right now, and just the Warden, the healer's not able to keep him up.
Ouch.
49.
Ouch.
That is...
Good try. Good try, Smolson. Good try.
Whew. That is the ugliest number, let me tell you, 49.
It is absolutely the ugliest number, and we're seeing some live attacks here. I'm hopping into one right now. Smolson, good try, 49% 0 star. Hey, you were close, man. Tunnel 10 or 11, rough. Absolutely.
You got one going on right here?
I do have a live attack here. It's taking its sweet time.
Okay, we're going to watch Mafia go, though, right now, because we're running down to the final 15 seconds of this war. So Mafia Elite.
15 minutes.
We gave you, I'm sorry, 15 minutes.
It's okay,
15, I'm a little bit excited. Mafia Elite, you have 15 seconds to take the stage. Who are you going to be attacking, Mafia?
I'm going to be hitting 18.
18, all right.
Just going for higher percentage.
And I'm kidding about the 15 seconds thing. Go ahead. So Mafia Elite is going after number 18. He says he's going to try to improve the percentage there. So you can see earlier we had, it was only a 62% so far, 2-star on that base. And so Mafia trying to improve on that percentage. And ideally, of course, the star.
Absolutely. I mean, if he can get a star on this, that'd be great. Improving the percentage is also a good sound plan for him. 10v10 attack here. And notice we got another Vaby being Valkyries and Baby Dragons. And it's a good, I mean, they're two amazing troops. They put out a lot of damage. They have a lot of hit points. And, you know, the combination of green and orange looks good on camera. So, I mean, everything is included here.
It's the season, you know, Halloween.
We're getting into Halloween season. There we go. Well, Rage spelled down on that Queen Walk. She is grabbing an air defense archer tower, and which way is she going to go? To the right. Interesting, but the Blind Castle has been lured.
That wizard tower, and then of course here we go, another witch coming out of that clan castle. But the poison spell well placed. Looks like it should handle most of those units. The queen is still up. Far left-hand side, you can see the other part of the funnel going down. The Barb King and the bowlers out of the CC.
Absolutely. So the rage spell over those bowlers, I mean, that's probably one of the most devastating things in the game is really some rage bowlers. So they're making their way across. There's the 1-star. Crowd goes wild. Quinn pops just special ability. And notice the pinch on this base now. Both sides of this bottom corner have been completely removed. He pretty much can jump in, use his Valkyries, and just gut the entire core of this base. There we go. 2 stars been locked on now. We need that 62%. Am I right, Galadon?
Yep. So we're working our way through. You can see the Baby Dragons at the top, and maybe we'll see some sort of like Valkyrie dive like we heard Mafia talking about earlier, using a late group of Valkyries and a jump spell to send them in and devastate that core. Especially, you see there's a rage spell left as well. And I mean, that's one of my favorite effects to see in the game is a group of Valkyries under rage. They just obliterate stuff. I mean, stuff just goes flying. I mean, you gotta wear eye protection. There's like pieces of buildings and lasers and inferno towers and wizards' hair. And I mean, it's just gonna be crazy. Here they come. So there it is. The Valkyries in the dive, coming in, the rage spell, and look at them just melt through everything in the area.
Everything, absolutely. I don't see any hair going anywhere, but look at that. We got a poison spell down on the skeletons. Those Valkyries, you said under rage, obliterate everything. They're so fast that you can barely keep up with them, but unfortunately get locked onto the wall, and that does it. Let me see. What do we have?
About it.
69% 2-star with a 7% advantage on the previous attack. So Mafia with what I say is a successful attack.
Definitely improved on the percentage. And now we are down to 12 minutes exactly left in the war.
12 minutes exactly, the score being 113 for Forums, 121 for Team Reddit. I can't math quick, 8-star difference.
8-star difference and 8 attacks left in the entire war.
That's right,
So
4 attacks for each clan.
both
Things are
clans have 4 left.
completely balanced right now, as you can see on the screen there.
There you go.
86 attacks used for both, 121 for Reddit, 113 for Forums. And you're just seeing some advantages, almost all advantages here going to Reddit with 18 3-star attacks, 9v9, 6 3-star attacks, 10v10, 7 2-star attacks, 10v11, and the 3-star attacks, 11v10, are actually tied right now.
You did a good job breaking those down. But
That's
it
right.
looks like the biggest difference I see is the 10v11s. That's making a big difference, is that 10v11, Reddit having a lot of success with that. And why don't we go ahead and do it? We've got Zag Geek ready to go with another live attack for Team Reddit.
Yes, sir.
And where are you going?
14.
14. All right, so we've got an 11 going after a 10. So go ahead, Zag Geek, take the stage. Best of luck.
Good job. So the 11v10 attempt, the previous attack on this base was number 24, can't say his name, has a 74% 2-star, so she'll be trying to best that with either another star or another percentage point. Or,
Who was that that attacked
26.
this base earlier? What was his name?
Mistraw.
All right, let's just stick with that one.
Okay.
I think it's easier
Number
that way.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like the way you
Stick with
said
number
it.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got to say it with confidence, and everybody else will believe you.
Mistraw.
There
That's
you
how
go.
you say it.
All right.
Mistraw.
Here she goes. Zag Geek with the attack underway. And again, so a dip. The Town Hall 11 going down, trying to 3-star this 10.
Zag Geek looking very focused up there. She is preparing and ready. She's deployed her king, and that's either one side of the funnel, or she just wants him to just destroy stuff. He's good at that. So we'll see what what he and she do. King being the he, Zag being the she. Dark Spell Factor goes down, and Barracks is now in his path. What's he gonna do here? Wall or Dark Elixir Drill?
I'm guessing he's going to the Dark Elixir Drill because I said it after he had already committed.
Yeah, you cheated.
But check it out. You've got 3 haste spells and 2 clone spells in this attack. So a little bit of an unusual use of the clone spell, seeing 2 of them. I cannot wait to see the mess of air units in the core of this base once they head on in. The Archer Queen is down though. Barbarian King doing a great job on the right-hand side. And now the first units going down on the left. You can see the Wizards and that Baby Dragon clearing out some structures. 21% damage so far. Here come the Baby Dragons.
All kinds of Baby Dragons. This is like open the floodgates. The Baby Dragons come out, and you're going to see some balloons behind. Here, there's a Hound there and behind as well. Good for tanking the air defense. And oh, look at that. That Warden goes down, and all those balloons get pumped up. They're like, let's go into battle. Let's do this thing.
They are definitely using that aura. The Warden's ability is going to do a great job here of protecting all of these units in a minute. Zag still has the CC that she hasn't deployed either, and the 2 clone spells. Any minute here, we'll probably see one of these clone spells. There it is right there. You see the clone spells. We get the first star for the Town Hall. Lots of extra balloons around now.
That's right. There's a 2-star. There we go.
There is a 2nd star. Still 2 haste spells, a rage, and a clone left right now. And the Warden's ability still not having been used.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there it goes. Well, there you go. The moment I said it, that's going to help protect those balloons right there. Lava Hound in. You notice how she dropped that Lava Hound late to try to tank that air defense. And there's your last clone spell.
There we go. Clone spells down. She had some Clan Castle Lava Hound that did a lot of tanking of an air defense. There's the
nice
Rage. There we go. And it
Love
gets
that Rage.
the Inferno was down. Very, very nice. And now we have a single haste spell. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. The Baby Dragon's getting in very quickly because it's a haste spell.
I get it, yeah.
Just making
Fast,
sure you
speed,
understood that,
haste.
Galana.
But
And
the Rage spell, I have to say that Rage spell was beautiful. Right as the units split up, it caught the Rage on the balloons and the Baby Dragons. There you can see them running out of time, disappearing there because
Is that
of the
what
clone
happened?
spell. Yeah,
I thought they were
It's not
glitching.
permanent. It's not permanent. Those Baby Dragons went away. Zag Geek at 88% right here. And it looks like there's really only the air defense and the Tesla left, but they're going to be enough to keep it from being a 3.
It is going to be a high percent 2-star
Very high.
for Zag Geek, definitely improving on the previous attack. And I'm thinking 90, possibly 91%. We've got, 9 seconds, 8 seconds till the attack is over. Is she going to get the 90?
She's close.
Is she
That
going to get
last
the 90?
Lava Pup trying on the right-hand side. Their time is going to run out
Well, good
as
try.
it does.
Good try.
All right. So 7 minutes left in the war. Zag, great attempt right there, dropping down, trying to pick up the 3-star. Didn't quite happen. Was there a moment where you kind of knew that it wasn't going to happen there? Or
Okay, well, first I have to shout out Goatman because he will kill me if I don't.
Oh, okay.
And I want to get back alive.
For sure.
So thank you for helping set this up. And Cart 2, even though you're a traitor on the forum side.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I mean, I think when I didn't get as many loons over on the other side as I wanted to, because you really need to have the loons come through the base in order to kill those other 2 air defenses
All
on
right.
that kind of base.
Sorry, Zag. We've got another live attack going right at the end of the war. I don't want to miss this. We've got Steve Dogg, #1 on Team Reddit, going after Rickon Stark for Team Forums. This is a Town Hall 11 versus 11 right here. And this is a tough one. This is going to be an important attack right at the end right here as Reddit trying to put up a triple on this base. And you can see we're still at the very beginning of this attack. You've got that Queen Walk going around the left-hand side.
Queen Walk, and she's already been broken in. She's kind of diving a little bit, you know, charging into the base a bit. But we also want to notice this is the first look at miners in this whole stream. We actually have
fantastic.
there's 27 miners.
I love it.
Grand Warden keeping the Queen alive. She also has her special ability that Eagle Artillery is deadly against the Queen Walk, though. And if you look at the bottom of the base, we actually have a whole bunch of King Bowler action. So very multi-talented here. This #1 Steve Dogg.
Queen just got the Eagle Artillery down.
There we go.
There
Eagle
you go.
Artillery
And
is
here
down,
come the miners.
and the miners are down.
Oh, man. So the Queen just barely, heroically there, gets that Eagle down, and then the healer's going to help keep her up. The Far Inferno's going down, and now the Miner's going to have to deal with that Near Inferno. Let's see, the Queen is stalled on the Town Hall right now.
This attack's going very well, Galadon. I mean, always miner attacks look like they're kind of like crazy. But the Queen getting that second Inferno, the third goes down, Town Hall goes down, the crowd goes wild.
There we go.
2-star.
The heal spell is still up. There comes some more miners. They're working on getting through a few more structures right here. 70% damage. The healer's trying to move in to help out the miners. It's hard to tell how many are right there. They're kind of underneath the Lava Hound. Is that a ton of miners? Is that just a couple? It looks like there's actually a lot of miners left.
It could be anywhere between 8 and 4,500 miners in there, Galadon, because it really is hard to see. But I did want to note, but then it didn't happen. The Queen, I was like, this level 45 Queen, she's going to do work. But no, she didn't. The miners handled her just fine. The rage spell over the
Look at the
Wizard
miners
Towers.
spreading out right here.
Now they're making their way through. I think,
man, how many are left? This is crazy. 83, 84%. Big group of miners. Big bomb goes off right there. Skeleton Trap's going to pop and grab some of the healers that have been keeping up the Grand Warden to this point. But now 91%, these miners, are they going to clutch this out? This is going to be so close. Got to watch out for that Wizard Tower there on the left, though. 93, everybody chasing.
Ooh, giant
few
bomb.
miners left on the right-hand side. Air defense goes down. It's going to be down to this one Wizard Tower right here, you guys. That's a lot of miners.
There we go.
97%.
Oh, yeah.
Just a couple more structures, you guys. This could be it. We could see a Town Hall 11 on 11 triple. There it is, the last structure, you guys. Wizard Tower and 3 stars. Oh, man.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow. 11
Steve
11
Dogg,
3-star.
HD.
That was amazing. 11v11 3-star, and with miners. First look at the miners, the 3-star. Zag Geek stood up. She's giving him the standing ovation, and the crowd, I could hear nothing. It was absolutely quiet. We were the only sounds in the room. That was insane. Good job to '1. Yeah. And I think now we have a live studio attack.
That was crazy. You guys pretty happy about that, Zag?
Yeah.
So you guys look super pumped about that 3-star. 11 on 11, usually like the pinnacle of wars like this. But speaking of wars and the final minutes, we're down to the final 3 minutes of this war. And I believe we have one more attack to be conducted in studio. And I think it's the Great Lock.
That is
Lock,
correct.
where are you attacking?
Well, I'm thinking I can probably pull out a 17-star attack on Ron Mexico and bring us home.
All right, then. Well, let's see it.
17. Who doesn't need 17?
Yeah.
Lock, always shooting for overkill. I'm telling you, that guy.
Wow. Well, I was confused there for a minute because I didn't know Zag had done her second. I was so befuddled by that last attack. I was like, I don't know, Galadon, take it away for a moment. But now Locke is there. He's got less than 3 minutes to get his attack in. Of course, if the war ends during that time he is actually attacking, he'll be fine. So I'm excited to see how this thing goes down.
All right, remind us where you're going again, Locke.
Sorry?
Never mind. Have fun attacking Ron Mexico number 5. There he goes. All right, so we've got another 11 versus 11. Great lock from Team Forums going up against what we're becoming pretty familiar with now, this base.
Yeah, this base. If anybody at home wants a base, this one's probably a good one to copy.
Take a screenshot right about now.
Absolutely. Ron Mexico in studio, yet another attack attempt, and great lock coming at this base with some golem bowler action. Look at that. He's also got a goblin. He's got himself
one
a barbarian.
He's got
an archer.
He's got one hog rider. There is definitely some secret plan here to Locke's attack. And you got the jump spells down. They are going to help those units get in through past those bomb towers. There's a good rage spell on the left-hand side. Golem in there trying to tank for those bowlers. And the bowlers kind of, it's hard to tell where they're going to head with this base these days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally confused. I have no clue what's going on. But what I do know is that Locke has his birthday boom spell once again.
That's right.
Which I'm sure he's going to leave a gift for Ron Mexico here in just a moment. But here we have the Grand Warden popping his special ability. The Queen also popping hers. It's going to be a 50 here in just a There it is. There's the 50%. And they've made it through the wall. And they freeze the Town Hall. Take it out, the 2-star. There we are. But the bowlers get wrecked in the center.
Yep.
There is now 1 hog, 3 minions, a goblin, archer, barch to remain.
But you know those bowlers, they looked at the Town Hall, you know what they said, right?
No.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's a bowler.
Okay.
That's a bowler. That's what they say. No, really, I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay. All right, there's the last hog rider. So the last unit, so the Lock grabbing the 2-star, 58%. He's got just a few of those individual units left. Unless he's got a super goblin in, oh, did I just leak a new troop? The super goblin?
Super goblin.
Unless he's got a super goblin, that is going to wrap things up. So 59% 2-star from Lock. And that looks like it's just about to wrap things up, you guys.
The
Team
score
Reddit
being
with
115 to
123
123.
Man.
8-star victory, it looks like.
Yep.
For Team Reddit.
All right.
Wow.
All right, so Team Reddit picking up the victory. Team Forums, that great attempt from you guys. Really tried hard, and you know it looks like things are starting to even up here. You guys put forth a great effort, locked some great attacks. Saving the birthday boom, was that like a plan all along here?
Yeah, I've held on to that for 2 months now. It's failed many attacks as a result.
Well, that was fun to watch. Again, it was fun to watch. A great effort from you guys. Thank you so much for being here. But the winners were indeed Team Forums.
Reddit. Team Reddit.
Team Reddit.
Team Reddit.
Team Reddit.
You've got to love live
No,
TV,
wait,
everybody.
wait.
You've got to love live TV.
123, 115.
123, 115. Gotta love live TV, ladies and gentlemen. But here we have Team Reddit. They won it. They took the victory. Is it a crown? Was it a crown? It was a trophy. They took the trophy, and what is now 1-1 now, Zag Geek? You guys lost it last live stream. Now you took it.
Right, so maybe there'll need to be a rematch.
Supercell? Rematch? Anyone?
Do it again. Yeah.
Guys, y'all did a great job. High five me. Everyone high five me. Y'all did awesome. Congratulations.
Good effort, you guys. All right. Well, thank you guys again. It was absolutely fantastic. It was fun to have all of you guys here. The 90 players that did battle, the rest of you guys at home, the studio audience, thank you guys so much for being here. For all of the clans,
there you go.
Klaus,
There you go.
myself,
There you
thank
go.
you guys once again for a fantastic time. And we will see you again soon for more clashing.